Hey, everybody. Oh, gosh. Sometimes we just really start off on a good note.
We planned that.
We practiced it.
I don't know what that is. Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight for the continuation of Waterdeep Dragon Hoist.
I really hate when people say warder.
Yeah, that's a funny one.
I really
Warder?
Warsh, or like Warsh.
I'm getting a
Waterdeep
Warsh
Dragon
my
Hoist.
Yeah.
That's a legitimate dialect of the United States.
Of course it is.
Did you say you got warder deep in your hoist?
I don't know where I got Waterdeep.
Golly. Oh my gosh! Cranio Dad, thank you, first of all, for the subscription. Secondly, I do have a book for you that I owe you. Where are the subscriptions? I gotta move this brick wall.
We should just do that
Oh god, where is it?
all the
There
time.
they are.
Like anytime someone gets a good dialogue.
Anytime, yeah.
Fusion dance gets done.
Whenever I lift my
What are you
arms
guys
up, my
doing? I don't
chair
understand.
starts spinning this way.
You need to catch up.
This is from Cranio. Thank you. All right. Let's get started here for realsies. So, last episode ended with a nice, pleasant evening at the Blue Boat Tavern, and then a not so pleasant evening at Growlhund Manor, as Whistler and Nami and Imbrick and the two little idiots went and burned the manor down, but killed nobody. Imbrick does not yet know that. We are starting off, in fact, in the upstairs bedroom of the Blue Boat Tavern, as rays of sunlight start streaming in the window. And Enid, you pop awake. You can already hear Mirdia below you, rustling and rolling out of bed. You hear birds singing outside. Feels like a lovely day already. Mirdia's like, oh, good morning, Enid. How are you?
Good morning.
She's getting dressed. Has an extra little pep in her step. Just a little extra
She's
something.
in love.
Just a little extra something.
Are you gonna hurt her now?
Yeah. Gosh, it's hard being a DM sometimes. Only if it's in service of the narrative. Whistler and Nami, you all have a little bit of a hard time rolling out of bed this morning. You can hear the pots and pans banging downstairs as Hydarion is attempting to teach his father Koros how to get everything started for the day, how to get the oven turned on. Koros is having a difficult time wrapping his head around how to cook on the surface. He was actually a renowned chef beneath the waves. But above the surface, he doesn't quite understand that palates are significantly different and that cooking techniques are similarly much different. Enid, you come downstairs with Mirdia. Mirdia's tying the back of her apron on and humming a little tune. In fact, it sounds like one of the tunes that the boys played last night. She comes downstairs, she grabs a bucket, she's wiping some tables down as she's whistling. Torval opens the door. As he opens the door, you hear some cling, 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 and you realize he's carrying a wooden crate full of liquor bottles. Hydarion, you hear this as well. Whistler and Nami, you all are working on pulling yourselves out of bed right now. You'll be down in just a second.
Okay.
Feel free to chime in whenever you want to. Torval comes in and he kind of looks at you. First person he sees. He's like, I thought I'd bring these. Figure we could serve them. Decided I don't have any more use for them. Plops them on the table.
Oh, thanks, I guess.
Oh yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to work on the taps. Adding two more. They're selling pretty darn quick. On that note, we might want to get some new steins. We're running a little bit light, and we were rushing to get some washed the other night, so...
Who puts it on Zeoter forms?
Alright, no problem. Oh, Radbully, thank you for the subscription. Really appreciate that. And Cranio Dad, oh my gosh, I just missed 3. Dude, thank you so much, man.
Thank
Y'all are
you.
gonna need these tonight. I'm just letting you and the audience know to mentally prepare yourselves.
My body is ready.
Okay, good.
Can I have a few?
Yes, that's why I gave you the bag.
I only want the red one.
Okay. And Torval sees you, Whistler, coming down first, sort of rubbing your head a little bit. You look exhausted. You don't have exhaustion, not mechanically. I'm not going to do that to you. But you are definitely beat. As are you, Nami. It's not so much the physical exertion. You just had a hard time falling asleep after everything last night. However, whether it was guilt or not, I don't think it was guilt. It's just, that was an adrenaline rush, I think. And Torval kind of sees you. He's like, you're not looking so good, boss.
trouble sleeping last night, I'm afraid. I think it was the excitement of the party last night.
Ah, yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. I had a lot of fun. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna get to work, like I said. Hey, Heidi, did you see where I put those copper tubes last night? I left them over here. Looks like they've been... Koros is like, oh, yes. I thought those were used for cooking. They're back here. It's like, yeah. Alright. Torval heads to the back. Nami, you come downstairs. You all four are now in the common room. It is early. Myrdia comes out with 4 mugs of coffee. Pours them for everybody. It's like, good morning, everyone. That was fun last night.
Aye, it was.
She's like, well, we can make some breakfast if you're hungry, unless you're going to be off soon.
Breakfast would be great.
Happy to. All right. Be right back. Runs to the back.
Myrdia has a bit of pep in her step, one of which I recognize keenly.
I know. Me too.
She drank coffee earlier?
What?
It's a good day.
Sweet baby Hydarion. You see, only one thing can make somebody look like that in the morning, because mornings are absolutely god-awful. It's from having a crush on another being, a sentient being. Feeling love pull at those heartstrings, thinking of all the potential futures you could have.
Why would you want to crush them, then?
Oh, you see, it's called a crush quite accurately because it is so encompassing. It truly is crushing your very being, but it's the most exquisite crush that can happen.
I see.
Thank you, Wandering Disciple. Much appreciated. And as Whistler describes young love to Hydarion, who is not quite understanding fully, Brickbelly comes in. And Brickbelly has a big canvas sack over her back. And she kind of kicks the door in a little bit. Just, not necessarily that she has pep, but she is, like, awake. She's probably been awake for 4 hours at this point. She's like, all right, I've got a little surprise for everybody. Figured we could serve these tonight, but if anyone wants to have at 'em, these are some meats I smoked myself. And she just dumps a bag of like sausages and smoked meats, just kind of spill out over the table. Aye, that's the best of dwarven cuisine right there. Feel free, try a bite.
Whistler, is Brickbelly in a crush? She is quite peppy today.
I don't know. I would like a sausage, though.
They're pretty good. They're basically dwarven jerkies. They're solid. And in fact, you can replenish some of your rations if you want to. It doesn't really matter. But you could kind of roll some of these up and keep. They're meant to keep.
Gotcha.
She's like, all right. Well, what have we got on the agenda today?
I believe we have business outside of the tavern at some point.
Right.
Yes?
Of course you do. I'll see to it. You don't worry yourselves. Not one bit. Hey, Torval, what are you up to, lad? And she comes back and is already pulling a hammer out of her back pocket. Like, let me help you with that. And she gets back there and you can hear the sounds of things being worked on.
Brickbelly is most definitely crushing. With that hammer.
I heard that stupid Shania Twain in my...
Hydarion, Enid. We do have something we need to discuss, though. Because we shouldn't have secrets. Not amongst best friends.
No, not even names.
Not even names.
Because we know yours now.
Yes, you do. You do indeed. Part of the deal that I made with the Castellanters, and because I swore an oath to Embrick, was to have revenge on the Growlhounds. Last night, I and a small company of people burnt their home to the ground, to the very foundation. They were killed, but not by me.
Well, then how were they killed?
Trust. Trust the Tiefling. Seemed to know what our plan was, and they were killed by the Castellanters after the very night that we left.
So then why did you burn their house down?
Well, retribution. My plan was to kill them, should we have encountered them.
I don't like it. That all sounds pretty confusing.
It is a bit confusing, but no doubt you'll hear about it.
It makes sense. It is a sign, a show of strength, sometimes. In war, we spread our forces to make us look more, numerical, yes? And now you show your force in Waterdeep.
I'd like to tell you that it was strategic, but honestly it was an emotional response. Avi was taken from us, and I should hope that this will give Embrick a bit of closure. Plus I swore vengeance. I did not include either one of you because, frankly, you're the best people I know. I didn't even want to put you in a position of having to decide.
Thank you for thinking of us. I would have helped, but fire does not come natural to me or my people.
Being that we plan to kill them if we got there, I know that that isn't what you would do in cold blood. But luckily that decision was already made for us.
Well, maybe if Embrick ever wants to open up shop again. Cooking does not seem to be working out for my father. Maybe he could help out in the forge. It might be more along his skill sets.
Perhaps at some point. Right now, the wound might be too keen to have another person in there.
For sure, but time goes on.
Time goes on.
What is our next steps, though? We have gotten the orchid.
As you ask the question, you're interrupted when a small, cute, little tattooed gnome kind of sheepishly comes in the door, makes eye contact with you, Nami, and she comes over. She's hiding behind her back, a bouquet of flowers. She's like, hey, I only got a second. I'm really slammed right now, but I wanted to apologize. I wanted to be here last night, but did you guys see the airship? Well, it's Heirluin. Came in from a long ways away, apparently unannounced, and I had seven nobles come and pay me an exorbitant amount to get them new capes for the occasion tonight. So, well, business called. I do have to get going. I've got to wrap up 2 more of them, but I wanted to apologize. Here you go. Sorry to interrupt everybody. And she kind of climbs up your chair, gives you a little cheek smooch.
Oh my god.
No!
Like, all right, bye everyone. Mirida's like, do you want a coffee? She's like, yes, I do. I'll bring you back the mug. She's like, oh, no problem. Mirida pours her a cup. She's like, all right. Thank you, everyone.
Oh my god. This is like a sitcom.
Little Finfina.
So much love in the air.
Aw. You and Finfina are so cute.
Don't look at me like that.
Like what? I'm merely lamenting, and frankly, it's just my envy coming out in my own facial expression. To love and have love returned in kind.
The light catches his gold ring.
One day you will find your love.
Perhaps. In the meantime, we have contracts.
One could say that is your love.
And finally, one more guest this morning. Door opens, and you see a tall, handsome, blonde-headed elf. It is Davelstar Song, and he stands with a duffel bag over his shoulder. He says, hello, everyone. I've got an update for you. I also need to stay here for a couple of days. It makes the most sense for planning the rest of this endeavor. The city guard's coming down hard on anyone Zend, not fully understanding that there's a split, and that some of us intend to fix the wound, to heal the tears, and get back to being legitimate business people. So, if it's all right with you, I'd like to stay here.
Here I thought my luck was running out.
He smiles at that.
I'm afraid all the rooms are double booked with the exception of mine.
He kind of smiles. He's like, well, we can figure out sleeping arrangements later. He comes in, sets his bag down, comes and sits at the chair, kind of crosses his legs and threads his fingers. He's like, I've been working on the Xanathar Guild. I think I've found some disgruntled guildsmen who might be willing to help us. I've also learned this. His fish, his pet Silgar, he'll do anything anything at all to ensure its safety. I'm sure we can use this to our advantage.
Indeed.
He's prone to rage, prone to flights of paranoia.
The fish?
The Xanathar.
Good question.
I'm working on a way to get you in, and I will soon. I hear you obtained the other thing we were looking for. Wonderful. Manshoon is... well, he's clever. And he has the benefit of not being his original self. He's a clone. In fact, there's been many. I believe he was one of the pioneers of the spell clone. It's of the 9th circle, I believe, perhaps the 8th. Very powerful. This is what I know about Manshoon. There are numerous clones, and they all hate each other. The one you're going to deal with is the only one that showed any interest in returning to his old life at the Black Network. What is that?
It's just the castle wall. It's fine.
What are you looking at?
There's some like crazy noises happening over
Is
there.
it the wind?
It could be.
You want to go close the window?
No, because it's hot.
Okay, alright. Where was I?
The
Clones hate
only
each
one who
other.
showed an
Yes.
interest in
Yes.
returning to Waterdeep.
So, we are fortunate. I don't know where the others are. But that being said, he is extremely clever, and he will not face you until he believes he will beat you. He is known to use illusions of himself, simulacrums as well. Do not use the item until you are positive it is the real Manshoon. I wish I could tell you how to do that. I don't know. But what I do know is his current hideout. It's Kolat Towers in the South Ward. It's strange. It looks like a ruin. But many of the people in the neighborhood know someone lives in there. The windows are blacked out. Could be boarded, I don't know. There was a barrier protecting the place, psychic in nature. As you approach it, you'll have an overwhelming desire to not approach it, as if you forgot why you were there. It's a clever trick, and but for being informed, you might fall for it. Here is a spell, a scroll of dispel magic. When you start to have the first inklings that you forgot why you're there, cast it. You'll have 30 seconds to get past the barrier. Its effects are subtle at first. Well, I think that's all I have for you. It's a dangerous place. Used to be another wizard's tower, long abandoned. Actually, brothers, I believe. The Kolat brothers. That's what I have for you.
Never heard of them.
I think it's been in disrepair for quite some time.
And so we are not to expect any retribution from other clones since they all hate each other. Is that correct?
I would expect not. In fact, if anything, I would think they would thank you. Whether any of them have any grand desires to return to the Black Network or not, I don't know. But Manshoon is operating on an outdated way of thinking. And I am ashamed to say the Black Network has had to come a long way to become who we really are today. He's trying to take us back to the Dark Ages.
If Manshoon falls, do you not think that any of his lieutenants will try to take up the mantle of the Black Network?
It's entirely possible, but if I know him, he's a ruthless dictator. I don't think he exactly has a succession plan in place. Besides, that's where I've been working.
Of course.
Either way, they'll be significantly weakened and out of our hair. It's likely that some of them will spiral away. Once you take to the life of Cloak and Dagger, it's difficult to change your ways. I should know. But it is possible. We're only interested in legitimate business from here on out. So much more money to be made and so many new friends to make.
Not less looking over your shoulder.
Exactly.
Any other questions that we have?
What kind of friends are we gonna make?
None.
Zero.
At the tower.
No, you said that we would have more friends to make.
Oh, but you've already ingratiated yourself to kings, nobles, leaders of the Harpers,
But no one
leaders of
knew.
the Zint.
Not yet. That will come in time.
I couldn't say for sure. Who knows where the threads of fate intertwine?
Once you have fame and fortune, everybody wants to be your friend. But they're not true friends.
Then you have to pick and choose.
Okay,
Well, that's true.
I think we have what we need. This is the key to my room. / your room, for the time being.
He's like, all right.
If you get locked out, I can show you how to pick the lock.
I'm sure
Right.
Master Starsong knows how to pick a lock.
I've been known to in my day, but I'm always looking to learn new techniques.
Should we get ready? Should we go? Daylight? Do you want to wait?
Every time we do something in daylight, we end up in jail or someone dies.
Well, I hope neither of those occur today. Before you go, these should help. Anyone who's not at 2 greater healing potions right now can be back up to 2.
Gotcha.
2, 4d4 plus 4. 3d3. Can I up the 3d3?
Yeah.
Well, this place is lovely. You've really done a good job with it.
Some of us would consider it our home. Where we want to stay after all this is settled down.
Not back to the deep.
Not back to the deep.
I understand. And you, not back on the sea? Or back to the Feywild? This is home,
Well, I do need to go home for a minute.
If this is where my best friend Hydarian stays, then guess this is where I stay.
Well, did not the two of you have something to discuss with Davil about the requisition of a ship that we may have come across last night?
Oh, I did hear about that.
Yes.
The Eye of the Beholder. You did a bang-up job on it.
That is one way of putting it.
We'll be able to salvage her. It'll be some time. I was planning on utilizing her, but you were interested.
Find us, keep us.
I think we could work something out. Perhaps you could do the occasional supply run for me. It's got a pretty large hull, after all.
It wouldn't be out of our experience.
The hold is exquisite. Do you know what it was filled with? Linens.
Water and fire, but
Not fine ones. You're right, water and fire by the end.
What a waste. I mean, unless it's Omnian cotton.
Keep talking amongst yourselves. I'm gonna fix the audio because the Sean's are too quiet.
The thread count's a bit too low on anything else. For you to ever get
just
comfortable.
the other day you said you wanted silks, no cottons.
No. You see, silks are here, but a high thread count cotton is here. Everything else is here.
Well, everybody knows you need oiled leathers to go underwater anyways.
Oiled leathers are just for fun nights.
Oh my god.
Can I inspire Sean for being such a good flirt tonight?
Yes.
Just
Give him his blue.
devil.
Wait, you already have a blue.
That I don't know where it came from.
Well, keep
It's from
it
me
because
now.
it's from
It's
you.
from
It's from
Leveda.
you to you.
Okay. Well, let's get ready to put on a show.
Let's hope we don't end up dead again.
I'm afraid our lives are wearing out. We only have so many left.
Well, unlike you, I cannot make a contract in hell.
Well, you could.
Well, go ahead.
While they're talking, I'm going to excuse myself and go to where Meridia is in the kitchen.
Okay. You get back down. She's making biscuits. She's like cutting dough.
Like cookies or biscuits?
Like American
Okay.
biscuits. She's one of your signature meals is biscuits and gravy, of
Oh,
course.
Right, of course.
She's whistling and, oh, what can I do for you, Nami?
Meridia, while we're gone today, would you maybe be able to pack up a bagged lunch and maybe bring it over to the capery.
Sure, absolutely. I'd be happy to. Yeah.
I'll be out, so I couldn't take it myself, But maybe if you could maybe put something nice in there too. Maybe.
I will. I think Mother made some sweet rolls. Not
Perfect.
Mother.
Yeah.
It's Rickon's mom. Sorry.
Mother.
That's the slip. She's ready. Did the proposal happen last night?
Rewind. I think we still got some sweet rolls left from yesterday, so I'll see to it that she gets something yummy.
Yeah, she's working all day, very hard.
Got it.
Gotta eat sometime.
I'd like to inspire Raven for the awkward
definitely,
flirt.
Definitely good.
Everyone's so
It's over on the other side.
Where is it? Oh, right there. You got it? All right.
It's the least I can do.
Is it?
She does. She already goes. She takes out like a little burlap sack and like kind of opens it and it's like, finds an apple, puts it in, starts going around looking for stuff for it. Davil relaxes at the table, reads one of the broadsheets, and he's like, "Oh, interesting. Growlhund Manor burned." Folds it up.
You'd really think that they made those places out of sturdier materials.
One would think.
No, I'm sure that sometimes there's a bit of moral didactism. You reap what you sow, you make deeds, and you make those beds and then you lie in them. Or they burn down.
I suppose that's true.
I always make my bed.
Heluan diplomats arrived. Do you know? Have you heard of Helua?
No.
Far to the south. Progenitor of Thay. They had a split. Brutal civil war, some 600-700 years ago. Their mageocracy. Mostly good, I think. At least as good as a mageocracy could be.
Well, in comparison to Thay,
In
pretty
comparison
low
to
bar.
Thay. Yes. That airship, you saw it. It was a beautiful thing to behold. Should like to get my hands on one. Anyways, you all have a long day ahead of you. Be safe. Be careful. There's a lot of money at the end of this.
Can't
Pour some of those out, man.
Yeah.
we
God.
You can't do this slow.
Hey, if you find a red one.
can't lose sight
No.
of the goal, which is so close. Everything is coming together.
That's right.
Which we need to be more careful because that's typically when everything goes wrong.
Should be smooth sailing from here. Alright, gang, what do you guys do?
We go the hell to the place.
Yeah, I think go.
Pack bags and go.
Yeah,
Wait,
gear up.
Okay, yeah, no.
No? Good?
What is, what was the fish?
That's for later.
Silgar?
That's for Xanathar's lair, though. But yeah, that was Silgar.
Oh, okay.
Y'all are heading to Manshoon's lair right now.
Well, Silgar was Manshoon's fish, right?
Xanathar.
Xanathar's
Xanathar.
fish.
Oh.
He's a little goldfish on Xanathar's guide to everything, right?
Sorry,
Yeah,
what now?
he's
Yeah,
on the
yep,
cover, yeah.
that's exactly it. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I think armor, rapier. I'll give a kind of a wave of the pennant flag of the mountain. Just
Mm-hmm.
I
I mean, it even has a strangely inspiring effect. For everyone else, even him pulling it out, feel your heart sort of soar a little bit as he does.
think it probably brings back childhood memories of, you're like reading about knights and battles and stuff. Like it just almost animated, like looking at the illustrations. Bloop, 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 bloop.
That's what I contribute.
And off you all head. Your mother and father watch from the front door as you walk. And you even hear Madreddin's like, "Be safe!" You turn back.
We will, mother.
You see Hydarian's face turn a tiny bit red.
From green to red.
Yeah.
The flower, the orchid.
Yes.
No one like Mirdia or anyone else at the house has any idea what it is, so I'm just like carrying around this delicate flower like just another day.
You're like, this is fine.
Yeah, I'll probably look at the flower, think about how fragile it is, and we need to be very careful.
I think while holding it, Enid is just like so nervous. Just like.
Would it be possible to freeze it inside the glass case?
I wouldn't try anything like that.
It's also risky.
It's so delicate.
Just a thought.
Not a bad thought. That's magic unheard of.
True that. Alright, you head to the south side of the city, towards the south ward. You've been told what tower specifically to look for. It is in fact, 2 towers connected by a wooden bridge about 30 feet up. You do see it in the distance, crumbling. But before that, Nami, there's another tower that strikes your fancy. You know that's where the vault is. You just look at it in the distance. You see this little tower. It's got red brick, kind of a red brick dome over the top of it, or cone, I guess. And I mean, you know, from the stone. And as you're looking at it, you almost hear this voice, this sinister voice in your head. It takes a second to even hear what the voice is saying, but you kind of fixated on the tower. And it's like, there is nothing but death for you there. And without further ado, you travel into some rougher neighborhoods in general. A lot of beggars out here. Looks like veterans, perhaps. It's a rough part of town. There's fires and kind of barrels around, things like that. And you approach this wizard's tower, and everyone make a wisdom save.
God. Okay.
I got a 12.
I got a 14.
11.
6.
You got a 14? Cool. All 3 of you are like, cool, now that we're done for the day, I guess we can head home and grab a drink.
Oh no.
Ready to go get a drink?
Heading back to the tavern sounds like a good idea to me.
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
We've been out all day.
It's almost time for lunch.
We did exactly what we came to do.
What did we come to do?
I don't quite remember. No, we were going to the tower. We went to the tower already, right?
No. We just got here.
Everybody can roll a wisdom save again, having your beliefs questioned.
17.
3.
9.
Okay. You now are like, oh my god, yes.
I mean, the spell.
We need the scroll.
The 2 of you have no idea what they're talking
I'm starving.
Yeah, he had it.
Why did he take the
I
scroll?
know. That is so silly.
Whistler!
Heidi, did you pack any lunch? I'm starving. Are we
Do you
going to
wanna
go back
cast it or
anytime
should I?
soon?
I can do it.
You do it then. You were the first.
Did you find the lunch in there?
My God.
I really got to go.
Maybe a snack.
How do I even cast a spell from a scroll? Is it
You
like
just
any
kind of
different?
read it off, and the scroll burns up as it casts.
Okay, I do that.
And you see Enid, like, working her way through these words, and then, and your memories instantly become clear. And you're like, oh my god. You even remember being confused just now.
That wasn't a lunch recipe, but I'm glad you read it.
We literally just ate breakfast.
Yes.
We worked up an appetite, apparently.
30 seconds. We have 15 left. We have to get on the other side.
Go.
In there.
Alright. You all approach the tower. This is roughly what it looks like in profile.
Okay.
I think it's important to see because the map is a little complicated. Alright. As you approach, you can see around the perimeter, there's A, no guards. B, only one door. It's wooden, braced with iron. All of the windows appear to be black, darkened. You see no light coming from within all the way up the tower. The tower is probably a good 100 feet tall overall. There's a second tower that goes, like I said, about half the height, connected by a wooden bridge, about 30 feet up.
Do the windows look like they're black because there's curtains?
Tough to say.
Or does it
They
look
look
like
legitimately black.
They look
not like
black.
boarded up or darkened. Like
They look
black.
black.
Would I know if it was like magical?
Go ahead and roll. We'll roll what you
Fortunately,
think.
you
Like
have
Arcana?
your spy grease.
Fortunately, I do have my spy.
Tell you what, just roll perception to see if you can kind of spot it with your naked eye.
I rolled a 17.
With
I
my
have a 4.
naked...
You can actually tell there is something against the opening of the window. It is... You can see a kind of reflecting light, and it's that, you know how things in nature aren't ever really true black. They're sort of a very dark gray. You can kind of see, and it looks like it's maybe even like a little bit faded and apart. Something is blocking the window. It looks like it might be solid, not fabric.
Okay. All of the windows all the way up?
Every window you can see.
Okay.
Are they magically, or are they just shut up?
If you look close, it looks like something's leaning up against them.
You're right.
Like a bookshelf?
Solid eyes.
Enid, you have that,
Spy grease?
that spy grease.
Ah, that's true. Or you could just climb up there and poke it.
Or you can climb up with my spy grease.
We have just one door here. Are we sure we want to use the spy grease now? On windows that are potentially solidly boarded shut. I imagine it's only going to get more dangerous the further we get in there.
Well, I was thinking we could just use it on the wall. Can't you just put it on any surface?
You sure can.
We could, but I think what Whistler is saying that this might not be the lair of the beast that we want to use it on.
Like, why this wall is what I'm saying, when another wall might be better later.
Let's just go inside.
Let's just go inside.
Okay, you
Can
go
I-
up to the door.
Yep. Oh, and
It is
it
locked.
open? No?
Door is locked.
God. Is anyone here good with this?
I bet Nami is.
I can kick it.
No, I mean, I'm not going to make you roll, given that you're not really under any duress. Takes you a while. You finally find... And you pull it loose, and you hear it kind of loosen. It's got the iron kind of thumb grip, you know? You push down on it, lifts it up, and you're able to push it open.
What are the little gears in a lock called?
Tumblers?
Yeah, you know.
Tumblers.
Here is what you see. You all enter right here. Why don't you put yourselves in the order you want to be in?
I'll be first.
It doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
Be third.
Now that I did say that, it does matter, and I'm going to die at the end. Or Hydarian, are you at the end?
No, Hydarion's up.
I said I was
There.
going
We're-
first. I just picked a lot.
I'll be behind everyone.
Fine, I'll be behind
Enid and
Hydarian.
I are...
Bringing up the rear.
Bringing up the rear. Got it.
Like we normally are.
You open up this room, and it's strange. It's actually fairly dusty in here, and it's a storeroom. It's stacked with boxes and barrels of salted meats and hard cheeses. You see some cheap wines lined up in a spot. You see some ales, a couple barrels of ale. You guys know, now being in the biz, that it's not the good stuff. It's just kind of, it's the Miller Lite of Waterdeep.
Water.
They all bear a brand, and it is the brand of the Fellowship of Salters, Packers, and Joiners, which is the guild in Waterdeep that basically does all of your packaged goods. It's filled with them and slightly dusty in here.
Does this tower look like a house, though?
No?
No.
Wait,
Oh,
why are we
for some
even
reason
in
I was
this
thinking
tower?
like walking into somebody's house.
This is the lair of Manshoon and the Black Network.
This is?
This one is, yeah.
I
The
mean,
other tower's
Other
the-
one, but we
is the
have to
vault.
get the key for Manshoon. Okay.
Right. Yep, you got it. There's another door on the other side. Looks similarly wooden and banded in iron.
Wait, what else is in this room specifically?
That's really it. Boxes, barrels, salted meats, hard cheeses, wines, ales. Looks like a handful of regular home supplies. There's like some towels in an area and some linens folded up on a dusty shelf.
Are there footsteps that lead from the door we're at to the other door?
Great question. Why don't you roll me a survival check to see if you can spot them?
Okay.
You can be assisted by Heidi if you want.
Mister, what are you looking
Or
for?
I'll assist Heidi then, probably.
All right, then roll with
I'll be like,
advantage,
do
Heidi.
you see footsteps, and if so, how old are they?
This is a good
I
question.
can't tell.
12 plus 5, 17.
Yeah, you do see some footsteps. They seem to come right through the door and right to the boxes nearest the door at this point. Looks It's fairly trafficked. In fact, like right by the door, there's so many that there's sort of a semicircle of dust that's been kicked up or matted down.
Well, we seem to be in a cellar and quite often visited for whatever is down here. I don't think this is the front door.
Any bottles of oils or anything here?
There's some lamp oil. Yeah, you see a couple. You see like 3 little vials of lamp oil.
I'll just put them in my pocket
Sure.
just for fun.
They're yours, yeah.
I want some for fun too, if Nami does.
I would advise we proceed with caution. It looks like it's fairly often visited down here. So we might bump into someone on our way up.
You can keep in mind, though, at least at first, they aren't expecting company. Not with that barrier.
No, that's why we should move quicker.
And quietly.
Think you would try and open the next
On
one?
to the next door. It, in fact, opens. And you see before you a couple of things. Go ahead and tell me the order you're in.
I think same order.
Same order.
Okay. There is, in fact, a dining room
Oh, man.
with 3 individuals sitting at a table. And you can see that they are in the middle of a game of 3 dragon ante. You see a young woman, a dwarf, and an elf male. And the elf male is looking at the woman. He's like, I'm positive you're bluffing. You all come in through the door, and they're like, hello? Can we help you?
Yeah, I'm here to beat you at your game.
The woman speaks up. She's like, well, if you've got gold, come on in.
Throw one down on the table.
It's like, all right. Anyone else?
I think I'll buy in too.
Wonderful. She's like, what are you guys, you here for? Who are you here for?
We carry supplies. That's all.
Make a deception check.
Actually, while he's saying that, hold on, I'll
You're gonna try to overcut him.
well, we noticed that y'all were carrying the not y'all. We noticed that you were carrying that old regular brand there. We're here with the what's the brand name?
The Waterdeep packaging company.
Dragon Fireball.
We're with the Dragonfire company. We're trying to, commence on the different
Go
type.
ahead and roll
I'm
deception.
just gonna 6 + 7.
Okay.
I'd like you to roll a disadvantage.
Okay. Can do. Okay. The woman seems to take charge. She seems to be sort of the lieutenant. She kind of looks at you all for a second, sees how heavily armed you are, and like, well, you should probably talk to Cherryport. He's in the kitchen. Unless you'd like to play a game first.
We could do a quick hand first.
It's like, all right. And in fact, as she says that, you all do in fact smell some delicious food being cooked nearby. You see this door right here. You all ante up for one game. You throw in 3 dragons.
I will not. I will take out some parchment and a quill
Okay.
and just look like I'm scrutinizing.
All right. Sounds good.
Enid's just awkward standing there.
You're just like
Like,
trying to figure out what to do with your hands. Okay. Well, why don't both of you? We're gonna do what we always do for gambling. It's a deception check first for bluffing. So go ahead and make a deception check.
15.
Okay.
14.
Okay. Make a insight check.
14.
20.
Not bad. And the last one is a. Oh, what's the third one? It's deception, insight, and.
Hold on.
Performance?
persuasion?
I think it is performance.
Sure,
isn't it?
we'll call it performance. Yep. Why not?
3. 4.
5.
Okay. You both lose all your money.
Nice.
I mean, it was
Nice.
three dragons.
I was like, oh.
And the elf very calmly is like, I don't believe you. Lays down his cards, and everyone's like, ha ha ha, Cedarat always wins. Shouldn't have even tried it. He's like, I've been playing this game for hundreds of years. Flips his cards over, slides all the gold into his pocket. Well, Are you playing another one, or should we...
Well,
If you want to speak to Cherryport, he's just right in the kitchen.
we should probably speak to Cherryport. We can't be all games on our work hours.
All right. Maybe on our way out. If he's
All
still
right.
here.
Sure. Thank you for finally bringing some better stuff. Getting tired of that swill, if I'm being honest with you.
I don't know how you're drinking that.
And through the door you go. You all enter a kitchen. And in this kitchen, you first of all see massive stone stairs leading up, and the wall is slightly curved. You're pretty sure you're now looking at the outside of the tower. In you come, and there is a halfling standing on a very tall stool over a pot, and he's throwing stuff in, and he's muttering to himself, and you see he's stirring, reaches to grab some ingredients, and the stirrer keeps stirring. And he's like, okay.
Would I recognize if that was like a mage hand?
Yeah, it was Mage Hand, 100%. And he hears you all come in. He's like, oh, hello? Can I help you?
You are Cherryport, yes?
Manafrit Cherryport, that's correct. Can I help you?
Yeah, we've come to talk about your products that you're carrying in the stockroom.
Sorry, is this a sales call?
Actually, yeah.
That's very strange indeed. Okay, fair enough. I'm willing to hear you out. Let me finish this up. I'll pour you a nice bowl of stew, and we can talk business. Why don't you go? Run along. Sit in there with him. Sit in there. I'll be right there. Where did I... Grabs a stack of bowls.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I think Hydarian would kind of shut the door behind him.
Okay. They kind of look at you and like, oh.
Actually, I'll stay behind for a moment if I
Okay.
could.
Okay.
I'll let them go in, though.
I was saying we were staying in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. You
All
tell
right,
me
well,
what you're doing.
you guys go ahead. You
He's
decide
grabbing
that.
bowls and stirring a pot. What do you guys do? Hydarian, you close the door.
I'm gonna follow Whistler's lead like I always do.
Okay. Cherryport's like, I'm sorry, can I help you?
We have many other contractors to get to today. We would like to discuss this now.
He's like, you would refuse food?
Unfortunately, we are very busy today.
He smiles at you for a second. He's like, you know who owns this place, don't you?
We had been told.
Are you wasting my time, Triton?
Here, try a sample of this, and I'll pull out one of Brickbelly's.
All right. He takes the meat and looks at it, sets it down. I'll try it later. I think you all should be leaving.
I'll go to open the door, and as I'm turned around, I'll start, and I'll cast silence.
All right, we need to roll initiative. He was definitely ready for it.
All right.
Oh no.
I'm rolling at advantage.
Do it, my dude.
You could go.
Okay.
Okay, here is him. Ooh, he didn't roll so good.
I don't know where the thing is, but...
Hey, why don't you pass it over here and I'll...
Yeah.
God, I'm really sorry. I keep like running my microphone into things tonight.
Okay, here we go. Nami.
14.
Okay. Enid.
Dirty 20.
Ooh, not bad. Whistler.
18.
Heidi.
21.
Damn, just had to show him up, huh?
Oh, that's the point.
Okay, so you start making a spell attack. Everyone is clearly like in the moment of the tension, like grabbing weapons. You hear stools kind of scooching in the other room at this point. But Hydarian, you do in fact get to act first.
All right, well, can you put us in the room where actually...
Yeah. Oh, I also need to put the little mage in here. Yeah. Well, you guys set yourself up the way you were. I think you had all come in here.
Is he a human?
No, he's a halfling.
Oh, did you say that?
Yes,
Yep.
I did.
I knew.
The door's shut behind us, though, right?
He pushed it shut. Heidi pushed it shut.
So how did they hear that?
I mean, we haven't exactly gotten to cast silence yet.
They were pretty on edge. Y'all walked in festooned with weapons, like, hey, we're a sales team.
I
All right.
believe us.
They
I
weren't
believed
sure.
us.
They weren't sure, but now they are. When the door shut, they were like, So, here we go.
All right. So first bonus action, I'm going to cast Slayer's Prey on that unfortunate
Okay.
little dude, and then I'm going to use the light harpoon gun of snaring.
Oh, nice.
And we are going to shoot at him. Well, not like that. That's a 10.
You fire at it. He ducks on the stool, and the stool kind of falls forward, and he hits the ground, pulls a wand out from behind his back. Enid.
I guess I'll just hit him with a firebolt.
Do it.
I'll also invoke my tides of chaos.
Okay, do it.
I hit him because I rolled a 16. And
That is pretty good.
Okay, so that's 2d10.
Oh crap! You don't have a pencil nearby.
So I
that.
rolled a 9 and a 6.
So that'd be a 15.
Some would say that.
It's better.
Thank
Some
you.
would call that a 15.
Okay.
Not me.
Firebolt slams into him, and he's like, ah! And he kind of flails his arms, and he hits the pot of stew, which topples over, and stew starts spilling onto the ground.
So, I would then, be cradling my plant baby.
Yeah.
And try to back up, into a corner behind something. Is there anything I can hide behind?
You're literally standing in the corner.
You are already in the corner, but you could go to that corner.
I mean, one corner is not better than another corner, is it?
Fair enough. No. You are already in the corner. And nobody puts Enid in the corner. Whistler.
Alright, well, I already said I'm casting silence, so I will cast it to where he is enveloped and those stairs are. I'm trying to essentially now cut off.
You cast it. You hear silence and sound combating, and then the spell is countered.
Man, fuck that.
Yep, mage battles,
Hold
huh?
on, I'm moving over here. Let me see. That was my action. Let me just, I still have an interact, right?
You sure do.
Oh, it's an action to do that. Anyway, I'll pull out the pennant.
Yeah,
for
you do have a
now.
bonus action still.
Yeah. Well, better now than anything. I'll be like, Nami, cut his throat.
And you have a bardic inspiration.
You have bardic inspiration.
And don't forget, his bardic inspirations now apply +1 as long as he's holding the pennant.
And I'm holding it.
And it
In
is
my
your
hand,
turn. You clicked in,
waving.
right? Mm-hmm. It is your turn, Nami.
Where is he? Right here?
Yes, he is.
In a pot of soup?
Well, the pot spilled all over the ground, yes, but
All over the ground in front of him?
a little
So
bit.
probably rough
I
terrain.
think it could potentially be if you move.
But it doesn't matter for me.
You'd want to go slow. There's soup on the ground.
She's got fancy footwork.
She does have fancy footwork.
And I always go slow and I drop my stew on the ground.
It's like the chili from The Office.
Oh, God!
All right. Roll it.
Oh. 11 plus 6.
That is a hit. Because he
11.
can't cast a shield because he counterspelled you.
Good.
Sound a little salty there.
Little shit. Silence.
Little shit mage. Just a little shit mage.
So bitter.
Fucking shitty ass hobbit.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Whew. Yeah. I mean, you kind of run up. He's kind of sloshing in the soup, and you right into his collarbone. He's like, "Rah!" Grabs it, some blood, squeak,
Oh man,
squirts out.
that hurt
It's his
me.
next ingredient.
Yeah. He was supposed. No, he did roll like garbage. All right, it is their turn. They, in fact, come rushing into the room, weapons drawn. They each have a short sword. Let me open up their stats. Okay. This one pushes through the room right here, and Heidi, roll me a die. It's D6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
2.
Ooh, 1, 2. Turns and attacks you, Enid.
Oh no!
No.
He does swing.
Everybody in this room?
Oh no!
Me?
Totally whiffs.
Yay.
Comes at you, and you're just you're ducking and dodging, and you're holding the orchid oh god! Just ducking out of the way. This one barrels in right here and does move here, but you aren't holding a melee weapon, so no attack of opportunity. Lid. Raven, roll me a die. You're
I
high,
hit him with
Heidi's
the
low.
flower.
You're high. He attacks you, swings his short sword at you, does get you with 1. You gonna have it?
One?
One hit.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have it.
Okay. So you take 3 points of damage. And the other one rushes in right here. This is the elf fighter who's looking a little more cautious as he approaches. Assesses the situation, sees you, Enid, and smiles and attacks. What's your armor class?
14.
Gets you with 1.
Mage armor is 13 plus your dex, right?
Yes, it is.
Then that's a 14.
Gets you for 4 points of damage. And with that,
I'm gonna have it.
it is Hydarion's turn.
Ooh,
I will say this. You all are level 6. You can see that the way these guys are fighting, they're trained, but they're no match for you.
So can we just win?
No.
No.
I'm just letting you know that your overall assessment of their fighting prowess is like, cool. Heidi, you're up.
Question.
Yes.
When I shoot this gun, can I elect to not have the snaring rope?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a
Okay.
choice. You're
Gotcha.
Like, got it.
I didn't realize that was a choice, but yep.
Yep.
Cool. So we will, as a bonus action, cast Hunter's Mark on the little guy.
A little dude.
Yep, and we are going to...
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I skipped him. He never went.
Yeah, you're right.
So sorry.
Totally didn't
So sorry. So sorry. Do need to let him go. That makes a lot more sense. As a matter of fact. Okay. He is going to roll based on the 2 he can see. Low, high. Low. Heidi, he kind of backs up onto these stairs a little bit. Mm-hmm. Puts his hands together and 3 white darts fly out, race towards you.
Like missiles.
Like magic
Almost
ones.
maybe...
Telling you, I'm missing D4s. Where are my D4s?
I swear I
I
didn't
know where
take
they
it.
are.
I think I know where they are
I
too.
don't know. Here we go.
Wish we
You
had a
take
cheese salty.
5, 8, 11 points of damage as force damage tears into you.
No.
Now it is your turn, Heidi.
So we will elect to shoot him with the strang,
Okay.
as they say.
You don't even have to decide to pull
Who
him back
said?
until after you hit.
They
Yeah.
say.
No one has said that. Disclaimer.
We're gonna shoot him with advantage, though.
Okay.
I love how we got Coach saying all of our stupid things.
So 13 plus 6.
That makes it a 19.
19.
That's a hit.
Alright, good. And we are going to, in fact, pull him back off those stairs.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and roll damage first, and then we'll do the
So it's 3d6 because he's got the Slayer's Prey, the Hunter's
Slayer's
Mark.
Prey and Hunter's Mark. That's right.
Alright, blue is the regular.
Oh, you need to roll concentration for Hunter's Mark real fast. He did damage you.
I didn't cast the Hunter's Mark.
Oh, you just
but-
cast
yeah.
it?
Slayer's Prey was the first
You're
one.
right. Where are the candles? Anyone see them?
I have one,
I do.
but it's mine.
Okay, so 9, 11, 14 damage.
Okay, I'm gonna save you a strand because you're like, it goes right through his neck. His little body flies back, hits the bricks, and collapses on the stairs sickeningly. He gone.
Weak one.
Anything else?
I think as my interact, he'd stow the crossbow then.
Okay,
He can't draw the trident now, but...
cool. Got it. Enid.
That guy next to me,
Yes? There's 2 guys next to you.
the one that actually hit me, I guess the fighter.
The elf,
the-
the elf actually hit
Yeah,
you.
the elf actually hit you, right.
Before I even say that, are either of them wearing metal armor?
They are not, in fact. They all wear, they're not quite matching, but they look very similar, black leather armor.
Okay. So I'll touch this one, I guess, with a shocking craft.
Okay.
Which one am I going to use?
Not the right one.
I rolled a 14 and I'm a +6.
That is a hit.
Okay. And then it's D8s.
2d8, that's right.
Take it on a date.
So an 8 and then that is a 1, which equals 9. I didn't need you.
That is 9. You reach out and brush your fingers along his abdomen. Just,
But I can't get away though, right? Because there's
you
that
cannot,
other one.
although you could move to like here.
I mean, that's not going to do anything for me. Oh, I'll get me away from him. So yeah, I'll do that.
Cool. And you lean up against, and you look back, and you can see that it is a window, and there is wood that's been painted black set in it, and it looks like there's some pythons hammered into the stone to kind of hold it there. Whistler, it's your turn.
There is an outcome where you don't die in the next 20 seconds. We have no wish to kill you. You can go back to the Zentrum if you wish, or just leave. The choice is yours.
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
You know what? You just killed a powerful spellcaster. Powerful to them. Roll it with advantage.
Damn, thanks, my dude. Let's see. Persuasion? Holy shit, that's a 22. Jesus.
They're all like, all right. Kind of throw their swords on the ground. Whatever you're here to do, be careful.
That was our intention.
Any tips as we're going through there?
Yes. But it's funny, I can't quite remember. Throw 1 gold? No, afraid I can't think of anything. Good luck, though.
I mean, I can absolutely probe your mind if that's what you want to do. I'll be like, you have an opportunity to go back to the Zentrum that will welcome you with open arms and walk away with your lives. Plus, if we fail to do what we came here to do, then I imagine Manshoon will be quite upset with you.
They sort of look at each other. The elf seems to think about it for a second. He's like, there's a teleportation circle. You'll need rings, not unlike that one. And you can see on the spellcaster's broken hand, he's got a little black onyx ring. Manshoon's sanctum is, well, it's non-Euclidean. It's its own pocket dimension. It's not the tower itself. There are more foes here, but none like Manshoon. You'll need to find 3 more rings, if all of you want to go through. I can't tell you what's on the other side. None of us have ever been permitted. There, I saved your lives. You're welcome. And they're like,
Lay low for a week or 2. See how it shakes out. You should be hearing things throughout the networks here shortly about where you could go to find more employment.
they all kind of look at you, not smiling, but just like, all right. Good luck. Can I keep my sword? Grab this sword. And they leave.
Heidi would take the ring off the halfling.
It's the One Ring.
Oh my
You
god.
just killed Frodo.
Oh my god.
Congratulations.
Oh my god, no. The
This was
crossover
this was
event
all
of
a
the
prequel.
season.
Yes. This was all a prequel.
You have my trident. I cannot wear this ring. This will have to go to someone else.
You're able to
I put it on.
You put it on your pinky. Just feels
Why do I have to put it on my pinky?
because it's a halfling size, right?
Actually, I have a thing to do. As that halfling dies, I would use my reaction to take its shadow.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Damn. As he breathes out his last breath, you all see the shadow stretch across the floor, slide up Whistler into his hand.
And I'll cast it back down onto the ground. I'll be like, I actually need that ring, Enid. I'm going to take it, and then I'm going to assume his visage and person. I now have
That's pretty
information
awesome.
information that he would share with kind of peers around him.
So good.
What
This is
happening?
Mantle of Whispers. So I capture its shadow. I have it for 1 hour, or until I end it as a bonus action. While disguised, I gain information to pass myself off as that person. The detect disguise, I get a +5 to my deception.
That's awesome. So you get to know some of his...
Basically, I mean, it sounds like it's information that he would freely share with,
Okay.
I think, the people
All
around
right.
him, so that it would make it difficult.
You know, first of all, that he knew without a shadow of a doubt the moment you all entered the room, because you get that he's very close to Manshoon. And Manshoon would have absolutely told him if he was expecting any videos, if he was expecting like a DVD in the mail. And no one comes to Kolat Towers without an invitation from Manshoon. So you very much get that information. Besides that, really kind of what you just heard. You know that Manshoon has 3 apprentices here in the tower. 3 different apprentices studying
Was he one
under
of
him.
them? Oh no.
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
Whistler, I don't think I like that very much.
I mean, Well, get used to it, mate. I don't know what he talks like.
He talks
Really?
like
Sure,
that
he talks
now.
like that now.
Nope.
I'll be like, oi.
You looked better in your other form.
I don't disagree. However, he's got 3 different apprentices.
Can't even look at
They
you.
should be able to pass us off. I'll say that you have an invitation. I'll take you up. They'll have a hard time. Should at least give us the drop on them.
You will have to do most of the speaking, as we learned.
You know, as soon as we came in and y'all tried to act like we were restocking the supplies of a thieves network, I already decided I should do the rest of the talking.
All right, with your new disguise, and as you all prepare to head up the stairs, we're going to take our first break. By the way, you are about to see the intro video for our new Star Trek stream starting in just under 2 weeks. Hope you enjoy it. See y'all in a little bit. All right, everybody, we're back.
Oh, I didn't get the memo!
What is that thing?
No one told me!
Okay, wait.
All
It's
right.
supposed to be a hype moment.
We are about to do a giveaway. This is courtesy of our friend Miss Misery in the chat right now, a.k.a. First Officer of the USS Nova. So, here we go. We got a tabletop loot giveaway going out the door right now. As soon as I hit enter, pshaw! Make sure to join that and
Make it so.
win some dice.
Make it so.
Engage. All right. When last we left off, Whistler assumed the form of Manfred Cherryport, learned a little bit of what he knew, and the only way is up some stairs.
Go from here to here. Here to here.
All
Can we
right,
get the laser pointer?
mates, as we go up
No.
here, I can't remember exactly, but there's a lot of secrets in here. A lot of good stuff, good holes we could potentially find. So I say we take our time.
What accent are you doing right now?
The Cherryport accent has been in my family for generations.
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. This is from Gidrish. Thank you, sir.
You chose this.
Up the stairs we go.
Up the stairs we go.
All right. This is what you see. God, let me make sure I get it right. It's really confusing. No, you're here. You're here. Yes, you are here. Go ahead and put yourselves where you want to be. And
I'll be up front. You know what? Is the mana fruit figure up there? I'm gonna just
oh,
use
yeah,
him.
yeah. Where did I put him?
What,
No, I got him right here.
All right.
Remember that figure? Old Ashnar.
I remember.
And you find, sitting in a overly large, extremely plush and comfortable looking chair, a half-orc. Brutish, huge, muscular. He's got one leg kind of draped over one of the arms, and he's reading a book. And he cocks an eye at you all without even pulling away from the book, and he's like, "That you making all that noise down there?"
Dropped a pot of me soup all over the damn kitchen.
He's like, "Oh, damn, it smelled pretty good. I was getting pretty hungry." And he kind of closes it. He's like, "Who's your friends, Cherryport?"
Well, mate, they had an invitation
"To see the boss."
to see the boss.
"All right."
Don't know if it's good or bad for them. Know what I mean?
"Indeed I do. Oh, indeed I do." "Well, guess I'll just get back to my book."
When I get back down, I'll make a new pot of soup special for you, mate.
"All right. Appreciate it. Light on the garlic this time. It makes me breath smell bad."
Yeah, but it, increases circulation.
"Does it?
It does.
Interesting. Hadn't read that. I'll take your word for it."
All right. I will head.
Do we see any rings on his finger?
You do not, in fact, see a ring on his finger. He might not be high. In fact, I think you get the kind of glimpse of he's not really high enough. He's not really...
Just muscle.
Yeah, he's better than a common thug, and you also know that he's really interested in the many books that are located in the library here, and he's reading them voraciously. The only door you see is, in fact, a big wooden door leading into what looks like the tower.
I'll look at them and be like, I'll go first. And I'll open the door. Trying to look slightly like I'm clearly distant from them as strangers.
Go ahead and make a performance check. I'm going to give you advantage, or deception. Make deception, I think.
Okay.
But I'll give you advantage. He's A, not really paying attention. B, you get the sense that you're not exactly tight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
24.
you're fine. All right, you walk in here. Here's what you see. You are now at the base of this tower. Or rather, not the base. You see a spiral staircase leading down. And you see a staircase leading up to a landing about 15 feet up. And then stairs beyond that leading up to the next level that you can't really see. And, importantly, there are 2 chests on the landing.
Maybe we should check them chests. Yeah. Careful now, can't remember if they was trapped or not.
And you push the door closed. Up to the landing.
That's what he says, yeah.
Who goes first? What's the order?
I'll go first.
Okay. I would like you and whoever's second, as you get to the top of the landing, to make a perception check.
Okay. Reroll that.
Okay. Yeah. Can you fix the camera? Thank you, Longshot.
I
Totally
got a
missed that.
17.
I got a 13.
Just move it a little bit here.
Sean, you see that the chests look to be completely identical. There's a small gash in one of the planks of wood across the curvature. It's identical in both.
Well, this is strange. Identical gashes in both. Don't know what that means, to be completely honest with you. Can't remember. It's right there on the tip of my head. Can't remember.
Can I do like an Arcana check to see if any of them appear?
Yeah, you can make Arcana to look for any
Magic.
magical, any runes or something like that.
One just has the air of magic.
It's a damn mimic.
I rolled an 11, and I have +4 to that.
They seem like regular old chests.
Regular old chests, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Should we try open them at the same time? Exactly the same time, I mean.
It would be
That's what you think we should do.
wisest. Maybe.
It's
Nami.
an absolute guess, if I'm being honest.
Nami, do any of these look like the traps that the old captain used to protect their holds with?
Do I recognize any of the typical trap?
Not that you see. Not that you can see from where you're at.
Alright, maybe try opening them at the same time then.
Alright. 1, 3.
I don't know. This isn't what we're here for. Not worth the extra
You know
pain.
what? Let's go down to the basement. We gotta go back up at some point. We'll think about the chest while we're down there. See what else is down there. No need to make a hasty decision.
Okay. Enid, we're going back now.
Alright, back you go. Down the spiral staircase.
Okay, but wait, what if there was like a healing potion or something in there?
Oh, we have to.
Y'all decide. You tell me.
We're playing D&D. Of course we're going to open the chests.
Wait, maybe there might have been something that we actually needed in those
Why
chests.
are we even here?
Curiosity, I knew it.
I just wanted to make us move the figures up and down.
Alright, back to the chest. Same time, on free.
Alright.
1,
Alright,
2.
I need both of you to roll me a d10.
We're gonna get hit by fire. That's a 12.
I got a 1.
Okay.
This is gonna hurt.
Okay. Whistler. As you grab the lid, your hand sticks to it. Teeth appear.
Motherfucking
A
mimic.
lashing tongue. Coach, you open yours, and you find a chest with a silver horn in the bottom. It's like a, type horn. It looks beautiful and ornate. But this mimic is here. I'm not going to have anyone surprised because you were certainly approaching that very cautiously. But there is, in fact, a mimic.
This is twice in like a month.
I know. Well,
So-
they're an old standby.
And you've gone 30 how many years never doing that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving this to Enid.
Thank you.
Also Lydia for wanting...
How did I end up
I was moving that maybe.
I was like, It's like, how did
For
I...
D&D'ing it up.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what I
You
want.
got to
You know
D&D it.
Of course. Anytime. Thank you.
You got to D&D it.
Thank you.
Okay, well, Whistler, you are in fact grappled by this thing. It's just, your hand is stuck to the cover. So here we go. Initiatives round the horn. Nami.
9.
Really? With a 1, you're a 9? That's pretty good. Enid.
17. Dirty.
That's pretty solid. Whistler.
23.
Nice. Heidi.
12.
Okay. You see this thing, like, and little pseudopod legs have kind of pushed out of it, and like its structure is starting to kind of dissipate. In fact, it looks exactly like this. It opens up these bright, blinking orange eyes, saliva oozing out of its teeth. And it is your turn, Whistler.
I would like to use my action to try to attempt an escape.
Okay. You can indeed.
So, I got a 16.
That will indeed. You kind of you start to put your foot on it, but realize nope, that won't do, and you brace against the wall and pull your hand free. Goo kind of stretching like melted cheese pizza. Anything else you want to do?
Right there. I'll actually just re-pull out my pennant. I know I've only...
Cool.
You know what? And I'll also... Oh, hi, Darion. Get it, mate, get it. I'll inspire.
Heidi,
I'll
you are
So both
inspired.
of you guys are still inspired.
And don't forget you get a +1 on your Inspire, and congratulations, Rad Bully, for winning the giveaway. That's awesome. Enid, you are up.
Okay. Does Enid know anything about mimics, do you think?
Uh,
Are they in
Volo.
Volo's Guide to Monsters?
That's a great question. I think they're probably in the Monster Manual and not in Volo's. But I think it's reasonable that you might know a little thing or two. You've kind of been reading about monsters in general. I think you know that they're extremely adhesive and will try to trap prey and eat the trapped prey. So you can know that much.
Okay, I'll try to hit it with a firebolt.
Okay, cool.
Why not? Actually, I'll use a level 1 spell.
You sure? Okay, cool. Do it.
I'll do a...
I'm into that.
I know. I want to see what happens.
Kill us.
Yes.
Do it.
Manshoon looks down.
Fuck
A
it.
fireball appears
Do
in the
it.
middle of it.
Do it. I'm gonna do the orb one.
Okay. Chaos Orb or whatever
Okay,
it's
yeah.
called.
So I got a 16.
That is a hit, in fact.
And what does that one do?
Is it 2d8 and a d6? No, that's Chaos Bolt.
Yeah.
I forget.
This
Chromatic
is
orb.
3d8.
You're right.
1, 2, 3. 4, 4, and 3. So 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, and
Yeah.
here we go.
Okay.
I will recharge your Tides of Chaos if you will
Roll
roll it.
that beautiful die footage. Oops. So 24.
24.
That's right.
Okay, this is cool. Your skin turns from green to a vibrant shade of blue permanently.
Oh, son of a bitch! Really?
Yeah,
You're always in winter now.
just you
Like
don't
a
feel.
vibrant shade of blue.
Yeah, it's like
like
electric blue.
our
Yeah.
advantage die blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. A remove curse will end the effect. That's it. Heidi, you're up.
All right. Cool. We're still within an hour of our fight downstairs, right?
Oh, yeah. It's only been 5 minutes.
All right. Bonus action to transfer Hunter's Mark then.
Yeah, we'll keep track of time. It's been 5 minutes. We'll call
Cool.
5 minutes has elapsed. So, yep, you can Hunter's Mark on there.
And then we will strike him with the trident.
Cool. Strike on. Hope you don't strike out.
We are going to use our Tiger's Paw on that one.
Yes.
I'd like to thank King Raimi for
Okay.
helping
For
us out
that
with that
crit.
one.
Nice
Yeah.
crit. Nice crit.
Bloody doors off, mate.
You're only supposed to blow. She was only 14
Does
years
Hunter's
old.
Mark get doubled with that, or is that
Yes,
just...
it does. All dice get doubled.
Alright, here we go. And then
You're
I
supposed to blow
actually
the
need
bloody
a
doors off.
double my trident. So let's see. 6, 10, 19, 24, plus the static 5, 29
29
damage.
damage. Okay. It is, it's sort of like, and you just plant right into it. And you have to yank as it's just like pulling the sticky off the back. And like goop starts pouring out of the hole that you left. But it is its turn.
So it's repulsive. And
it is a hungry predator and wanting to go for an easy prey. So you're going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to be a 5, 6.
6.
It does in fact go for you again, Whistler.
That gets me.
Does in fact get you for 4 points of damage as the wooden planks along the top of its head sort of mold into this grayish pseudopod that just right into your chest and kind of pulls you towards it. You are now grappled by it again.
All right.
Name.
Can I move behind them and stab at this mimic?
Yep, I think you totally can. Yep, you can just kind of roll over here to the stairs.
9
15.
15, huh? That gets it.
Uh, 11.
11.
Wait, no. Yes.
Okay. You, like...
Oh, God, I've been shorting myself. 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Well,
Sorry.
no problem. You sink the rapier in, and you're expecting more resistance. Usually you're pushing against bone or muscle. It's just kind of inside, and you squaggle it around and kind of yank up out of it as bits of mimic. You see them fly up on the wall and then take the shape of the stone wall. It is looking pretty rough. Its tongue is just lashing all around now, trying to wrap around Whistler.
And then I'll move a little bit away.
Cool. You're up, Whistler.
Alright. Now in Infernal.
Infernal just
And it'll
doesn't sound
be,
right.
Good.
You disgusting thing. You absolutely disgusting thing. Please make a wisdom saving throw.
Do you still have inspo?
It does, in fact, fail.
Well, then I want to inspire you for that.
Okay.
Halfling Infernal is something.
Takes 5 psychic damage and has disadvantage on the next attack.
So, its eyes are looking at you as you say this, and they start to well up, and the thing goes gray and just kind of stops living. You see 3 gray lumps sort of on the floor. If you'd like to collect
Mimic
them.
putty?
You got some mimic putty. You got some mimic putty, my friends. 3 pieces of mimic putty.
3 little pieces.
Yep.
It's great.
And in the other chest, I will tell you now, you did in fact get a sweet little item. It is a horn of silent alarm. As you pick it up, someone's able to look at the runes and kind of decipher what it does. It has 4 charges, and you can use an action to blow it, spending 1 charge. 1 creature of your choice can hear the horn's blare, provided they're within 600 feet. No one else hears any sound coming from the horn. So you can just be like, Enid. Nobody else hears it. Horn of silent alarm.
This would be good in case any of... Oh, this would be good in case any of us are going to get shanked in an alley again.
None of us would get shanked in an alley. That would never happen.
Right. All right. Back down the stairs now that we've killed this absolutely disgusting thing and taken some of its entrails for potential camouflage later. I say we go down and see whatever secrets are in here.
What accent are you doing?
I'm Manifret Cherryport Kane.
All right, down the spiral staircase you go. It's a metal spiral staircase, and it sways ever so slightly as you come down, like it's just come loose over the years.
Oh, that's creepy.
You reach the bottom, and you find a pretty large library. Smells a little bit musty. You can tell there's probably been some water leakage in here, maybe some water damage on the books on the lower shelves. You see a chess game in progress on a little table, and you also see a suit of armor holding a shield and spear. Empty. Atop 3 big bookcases, you see 2 gargoyles on each of them, on the corners looking down.
6 total.
6 total gargoyles.
We didn't know we'd see those tonight.
Be like, well, could be some magic books. It is a wizard's tower. Could be something else. We could maybe pull some books apart, maybe secret door opens. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't remember.
There's a lot of tomes. Could be something good.
A good old magic book. We'd like it. I'd like it. You'd like it. Let's check some books.
Alright.
Okay.
Can I do a perception check on the bookshelf?
Yeah, I think perception check works. Everyone who's searching can make an investigation check if you'd like, as you're looking for anything good.
I got a 16.
Okay. Heidi, you don't even... Oh my god, both of you rolled ones.
I also got a 16.
Okay, the two of you, it's a comedic moment. Everyone's kind of looking through the spines. Heidi is hung up on one in particular. He's like, I do not. What is this? It's just some language you can't read, and you're racking your brain over it. I think you lose interest. You're like, these are kind of cool. What are we doing here? You rolled a 1. The two of you at the same time, your fingers come together on the same book. It's a purple book with gold embossed letters. On the spine, it says, Mating Rituals of the Flumph.
Well, I'm both intrigued and apprehensive.
Let's open it.
Yeah, let's see.
For the record, if you'd like to see what a flumph looks like,
I'd love to see a
I would love to.
okay,
I do know.
I need to find a picture that fits on my screen.
Just the old flumpy.
They're kind of little cuties, if I'm being
Well,
honest.
now we're going to
with
know
you.
how they mate, so.
That's a flumph.
Oh.
Oh, they're just flumping around.
They kiss each
They
other.
just get
How
their
do they
flump
mate?
on.
Well, you'll
Well,
have to open the
interesting.
book.
You should ask.
Explain.
You pull the book out, and on the cover you see 2 flumphs embossed with their tentacles entwined. And the book feels a lot heavier than you expected. However, you hear crunching. The 2 stone gargoyles on the bookcase animate, stretch their wings out, and look like they are about to dive on you.
That's what we get for reading this.
Did you know that was coming, Lydia?
Saucy.
And here, I'm going to do this.
Smart.
You guys are here.
Just the regular old flumpy Quinn novel.
I had no idea this was coming. You didn't leave their stats on the printer, so.
You know what? Pro tip, don't look at the DM's printed stuff, guys.
Pro tip, get your own DM printer so your spouse doesn't look at it.
Okay, initiative, everybody.
Got it.
I got these gargoyle stats right here. Okay, Nami.
12.
Big 12, huh? Enid?
13.
Okay, Whistler?
19.
Heidi?
Well, not to break the chain, but 11.
And you were a 13, Enid?
11, 12, 13 right there, and then Whistler had to go be different.
I
How bad do you want to
I
say
remembered it last minute.
Break the
I was like,
chain.
Yeah, how bad
I was
does
like,
Coach
oh,
wanna say
gargoyles.
Yep. Yeah, that's how you're like, look, ah, ah.
These things have fun.
But the book does
Really
look a
wouldn't
lot
it?
different than you might expect. You singing the Break the Chain song?
Coach
Yeah.
wants to. I can tell
Okay,
you that.
yeah, Coach is gritting his teeth like, please, God, please. Okay, Whistler, you're up. You hear the and you look up, and these stone gargoyles' wings expand like they're about to leap down on you.
Okay. You're going to be dust in
Thank
rubble.
you.
You're going to be dust and rubble in moments. Please make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. What am I looking for?
I'm a 15.
That's a fail right there.
Okay.
What is it?
It's a fail.
It takes 5 psychic damage and has disadvantage on the next attack that
Got
it
it.
does.
And in fact, this one leaps down to attack you. Crunching as it hits the ground, just moving surprisingly dexterously, considering it's made of literal stone. Comes up to attack you, slashing with its claws. Misses, should have disadvantage on that. Okay, misses. And then tries to bite at you. Little blue dots of light in its eyes.
Oh,
Ooh! Ooh, wee! That'll be 10 points of damage, sir. Meanwhile, the other one swoops down and attacks you. Enid tries to bite you first.
Moi?
Oh, misses. And you kind of dodge out of the way, holding the orchid up out of the way. It then slashes out, trying to claw you. Armor class, please.
14.
Did get you. For 4 points of damage. Enid, it is your turn.
Okay.
Jill, what's that? It's loud.
It's right in front of me.
Yes, it is.
I will hit it with a shocking grasp.
You
Is
can.
it wearing metal armor?
It is sadly not, no.
Oh, cute little gargoyle armor.
I had to ask. I'm gonna also invoke my tides of chaos.
Okay,
Maybe
yep.
I can turn another color. I don't know. Let's
Maybe
see.
so.
I didn't even get to talk about that.
Ooh.
We should revisit that.
I rolled a 7 and I'm a +6.
We'll have it like it's just now being noticeable.
So 13.
That is a miss, I'm afraid, my
Oh,
dear.
really?
Yep,
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Hmm.
Nami, Nami.
Oh, it's okay when you sing.
Yes. I've done it once, okay? My man over here is like, now that's what I call music, Castle Mac edition.
Now that's what I'm Mac music.
What you got?
I'm just double checking the thing. Okay, cool. I'm gonna shoot my hand crossbow at this one.
Roger that.
Hopefully.
Oh. Spend it.
It does have the 20 sides.
Roll the red. Roll big red.
Okay.
He's rolled pretty good for you so far.
Yeah, okay, until now.
Wait, you forgot to rub it.
Oof, yeah. You're
Yeah,
right.
maybe not,
Okay,
Steven.
sorry, I tried. Heidi, your turn.
We are going to bonus action transfer Hunter's Mark to this gargoyle boy.
Roger that.
And we're going to run up. Not sea orchids. And
Wow, you guys suck. Okay. All three of you missed. You run up and you actually hit it. It's just sparks fly off the stone as the trident flies aside, and you in fact impale some books. Kind of pull it back and pages flutter around.
Sorry.
Whistler, your turn.
Okay, I am going to disengage and move as far back as I can.
Roger that.
And then I'm going to drink one of these healing potions, and it's 4d4.
44 plus 4. I don't know why that sounds so funny to me.
12. All right. Shit, 16 back. Tight.
Nice. Yes.
That puts me up to full.
How about that?
And with that, it is our erstwhile enemies' turns. One, in fact, attacks you, Nami. Not Nami. Enid. Slashes at you, missing, snaps at you, catches you with its bite for 3 points of damage, just barely tearing the side of your sleeve. The other one attacks you now, Heidi. Slashes at you, missing horribly. In fact, he's with your shield, send its hand flying back. You see some cracks appear up its arm. Tries to bite you. Ooh, does get you. For 7 points of damage.
Stone
Kind of catches on your armor and digs its stone teeth through a little bit. You hear it grinding against the metal. Enid,
Yes.
you are up.
Okay. The one that's right in front of me.
Well, they're both adjacent to you.
The left one. I'll hit him with
Your
a shot.
left, this one?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Shocking?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I quit. I don't want to play anymore.
Oh, motherfucker. I get 2 attacks now.
What have you been saying?
I have no idea.
Nami, your turn.
We all forgot how to play D&D.
It's my turn already again.
It is indeed.
Shooting a
Expo.
Expo.
This is not good. Heidi.
All right. Attack number
We do
1.
got some
on this
advantages
dude.
that can be
We
That's
do
all
have
right.
some
But we
advantages.
have
Attack
some
number
terrible
1, I'm going to
stuff
spin
coming.
my bardic with it. So
wanna die
10
like
Oh, yeah,
plus
have a
16.
bardic.
That is a hit.
All right, 16 is a hit.
Finally.
Good. All right. So let's see. 9, 11 plus 5. So
Plus 5?
my trident is plus 5, yeah?
Ain't no way it can be plus 5 on damage. You
I
don't
mean,
add.
I'm a
You add just your strength mod to damage.
plus 3 strength,
So
plus
you-
proficiency.
So you'd add plus. You don't add proficiency to damage.
Oh, okay. I don't know why it's
Yeah, it'd be
giving me-
plus 3 then.
Yeah, it'd be plus 3.
Unless it's a +1.
it shouldn't
trident.
Yeah, that doesn't
Yeah,
make
that's
any
weird.
It
sense.
doesn't make any sense either.
But yes.
Oh!
it is.
You have the dueling fighting style.
Yes.
So it is plus 5.
There it is.
So what was the total there?
11 plus 5, so 16.
Now question. Your trident is not magic, right?
Yes.
Okay. You kind of and chip some stone off it, but doesn't quite do as much damage as you would hope.
Second attack.
Second attack. That's it.
Alright, cool.
Can't wait to die from some gargoyles.
9 plus 5.
All of
14?
these tones
Okay.
about-
You kind of again, some cracks kind of appear on it, dust kind of falling to the ground on it. Whistler, hope the tentacle smut was worth it, guys.
I mean, when is it not?
Amen.
Oh, I didn't think I could blush. Okay. All right, to that gargoyle I already damaged over
This one.
there. Yeah, I will. Yes, with my action, you know, we're gonna push you under the carpet. Nobody's gonna know you ever gone. Please make a wisdom save.
Fails.
Okay. Takes 7 psychic damage and has disadvantage on the next attack.
Got it.
And then I will. Okay. Enid, you absolutely got this. Like, shock it to the ground. And you have a bardic inspiration.
Sweet.
I can't even.
All right, it's their turn. This one on Enid. I'm just going to roll both attacks as it's clawing and chomping at you simultaneously. Actually, that would be its disadvantage attack. Here's its regular attack on you. Missed. And what's your armor class?
It's 14.
Oh, he just got you. 7 points of damage as you feel these stone teeth rip into the back of your dress as you attack the other one.
How many points of damage?
7. And the other one attacks you, Heidi. Claws, bite, missing with both as you're like just parrying with it, trying to keep it back with your trident. Enid, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna try a shocking grasp again.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a die I haven't rolled yet.
Yeah,
today.
good idea.
Let's use this one.
You do have a bardic, which is a +1.
Alright. So I rolled a 5. And
You
it
rolled a
was
5.
plus 6.
Yep.
Plus 2.
Plus 3.
God. Is that a 14
5,
total?
5 plus 6.
Yeah,
plus
that's a
3.
14 total.
You miss.
Oh my god.
You come so close. Lightning is just not finding purchase.
Because I'm blue now.
Nami.
Nothing wrong with blue.
Crossbow at this one. Rapier at that one. Like your style.
Yes!
That is a hit. Furthermore, your rapier is magical, so you will do full damage.
So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18.
18 damage coming in on that. You find your blade just stabs in normally as if it weren't even made of stone. And in fact, you kind of cut outward and it leaves a big crack in the stone. Rocks kind of go flying out. Heidi.
Alright, bonus action, we are going to drink a little health potion. So 4d4 plus 4.
44 plus 4.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. Alright, so 8, 11, plus
15.
4, 15.
15 back. Seems good.
Cool. And then we are going to strike one at this guy in front of us again.
Okay. That's a hit.
Yeah, good. 8 plus 5, so 13.
Plus 5.
Plus 5, yeah. So
18.
18.
Okay.
And then second strike. After you follow through and then just come straight back down, almost like a hammer.
Cool. That's a hit.
I'm glad Coach can hit something.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, well.
That's 15.
Yep, 15.
Okay.
Remember, you have 2 attacks.
He's looking pretty rough. I mean, you're now you're attacking
six,
way more
right?
savagely because you're not really stabbing
Level
anything.
one.
You're just shattering pieces of stone off it. The top part of one of its wings kind of, and the top part falls to the ground, shatters. Your feet are crunching on the dust beneath you now. Whistler, your turn.
Okay.
Both are looking like more hurt. They're kind of crouching low, wings folded in a little more, looking like they're getting beat up pretty good.
I will do the same on the one I've been injuring.
Roger that.
Um,
Fails.
yeah, takes 3 psychic damage and it's disadvantage on the next
All
attack.
right, as you cast it, it kind of claws at its head a little bit, like... And it is their turn.
It accidentally claws its own head off and dies.
Yeah, if only. With disadvantage attacking Enid.
It's a 4 over here.
Misses. And with a regular attack on Enid. Does get you. For 5 points of damage. And now 2 attacks on you, Hydarion. Both miss. Bits of stone are just like falling out of it now. You can hear it hitting the ground all around you. You're just blocking with your trident as well. Enid, it is your turn. Shocking. Hey, that's a
There
hit.
it is.
Jesus.
That's a hit. You attacking the same one that Hydarion's attacking?
Yeah, of course I am. 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right. You finally kind of you grab onto its stony arm, and lightning kind of rakes the surface of it. Sort of, it's tracing the outlines of its sculpted features.
Yeah.
The crap ones.
Am I adjacent to the other one as well?
Yes, you are.
I'll just stay there then.
Nami.
So salty. Better smush them around.
Wait. That was a 3
Plus what?
plus 6.
So you're
So that's
at
9.
Plus 4.
No, unfortunately, no. So
Oh,
close,
that's fucking poo.
but no. Heidi.
Alright, here we go. First attack.
Don't forget about your bend luck. I don't ever see you spend sorcery points.
What's the...
Don't talk about my sorcery points, they're mine.
What's
Sorry.
an 18 get me?
That's it.
Stingy.
I can't give them to you.
Yeah, you can. That's what bend luck does.
Well, I just got that.
Yeah, you did.
It's not like I
So let's
missed
see,
it.
8 plus 3, that's 11, plus 5,
16? All
yeah.
right. You bring your trident down and smash it, and a side of its face falls to the ground and crumbles. Just, you see bits of the stone kind of fly out throughout the room. It is still up, but it is like bracing itself with one of its hands now and sort of looking at you like...
Alright, well we will raise the trident as high as we can and just bring it down. And miss. Miss really bad.
This
All right.
is the longest gargoyle fight
Yeah.
in the history.
You guys
of
have missed
gargoyle
like
fights.
70% of your attacks. You are up, Sean. Whistler.
Same verse as before. I mean, I'm just
Second
gonna
verse, same as the
keep-
first. Same one, too.
Same one.
Okay.
We make a wisdom save.
Oh, yeah, right. I have to do
Wings
the thing,
falling.
don't I?
I'm a 15.
Let me check. I actually don't remember. Fail.
Okay. 5 more psychic damage and disadvantage.
Okay. It's now just like clawing, and you can see its eyes sort of flashing a little bit. You're making it really question its own existence. It does, in fact, attack you again. Actually, you know what? It looks around the room. It's like, focuses on you when you're making eyes with it, and its wings just... and it like kind of leaps up, pushes off the spiral staircase, and comes down to attack you. Like it lands with its feet, pushes down, and tucks its wings in, leading with its horns. With disadvantage. What's your armor class?
I'm a 14.
He still gets you, but did not get a crit on you. Slams you for 3 damage, pushes you back against the books. Books start falling off the bookshelf around you, and it's kind of like teetering a little bit. It leans into you and tries to come up and claw you.
I'd like you to roll a disadvantage, just because.
Can do. That worked. It is, in fact, a miss. The other one, attacking you, Heidi. 2 attacks. Got you with both, I'm afraid, my dude. That'll be 10 points of damage. It actually flaps its wings and leaps into the air, and its talons dig into your armor. And it's kind of just, its wings fold to sort of envelop you, and it's just clawing and biting at you in a frenzy. You're trying to block it, but have a hard time doing so. Enid.
I would like to try to do a shocking grasp.
Good luck.
Thanks.
I really, truly wish you luck.
Thank you. Need it.
There were no opportunity attacks there because Enid does not have a melee weapon.
Can you hit him with the flower?
Yep.
Please don't.
Nope.
I rolled a fucking 4.
That is a miss, I'm afraid. Nami.
Have I hit any of them?
You've gotten a couple of
I hit
shots.
one.
You've gotten like 2, I think.
You got a chaos thing and then a shocking grasp off.
She's gotten 2 shockings, I think.
Yeah?
Not on these. I think I got one.
Oh my god! Hydarian.
It's comical at this point.
It's
My halfling back's hurting from holding y'all up.
Oh please, oh please.
Sean over here are doing all the damage.
What is
Damage
wrong with
might-
my... I'm cutting my
That's a
hands
15.
off.
That's a hit. Sean damage
Damage,
Sean.
There we go.
Alright, 15
Sean
coming
damage.
in on
Damage.
him.
Like the
That's
ninth
not better.
four
That's
I rolled.
4. 6 plus 5.
Makes it 11.
11.
Here,
Down.
you hold your arm like this.
It is, in fact, as it's clawing on you, you grab it, sling it into the books, and it kind of hits them.
Okay, now
You
you
take
do
your
it.
trident and just lean into it, and as you hit it, bits of stone. It is destroyed.
I think Hydarian enters this like battle zone almost and just spins around.
Yeah.
Bonus action, throws Hunter's Mark on the other one, runs
indeed.
over and 6 plus 6, 12 is not gonna
That
fucking
is
do it.
not a hit. Whistler, it is your turn.
Okay. I will continue to...
Insult it.
Yes. You were never supposed to be anyway. You're an absolute construct. You have no soul. You shouldn't exist, and you won't shortly.
Man, I felt
That's
that.
still a
Yeah.
fail.
That is a fail.
Really hurt.
This is
Takes
why we don't
4
get into fights.
4 psychic damage.
Sean's psychic blades just cut too deep.
He's got a little like psychic ice pick that's just like chipping away at this little
It
guy.
is his turn, and he's now realized that you are the source of his inner turmoil. He does attack with disadvantage on his first attack. Does miss you. There's books sort of falling around you. You grab a side of the bookshelf and kind of swing out of the way as it tears into it. Papers fly up and are sort of floating on the breeze down around you. Not the breeze, on the air. Tries to bite you.
Gets me.
Does get you. For 3 damage, it actually makes a couple of snapping attacks, trying to predict where you're going to be, and it finally catches you just a little bit. Enid, you're up.
Pick one. Help me.
Red.
Orange. Okay.
Why not?
Orange.
But I'm doing a firebolt, by the way.
Orange.
Firebolt? Yeah, right,
He
got
moved.
it.
I rolled a 1.
Did you
I told you red.
Oh my gods. Nami, you're up. These dice, what do you guys got? 3 divine pre-rolls left?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Nami going for the pre-roll.
This game's
Do
not even
it.
fun.
Go to the tower, they said. Find a wizard.
Okay.
You got
9 plus 6.
That's a hit.
10,
explodes.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
You stick your rapier in right under its wing and just cut up. And the front part of it sort of folds forward and then breaks. Shatters on the ground. The gargoyle puzzle has been defeated.
Finally.
Did it take like 20 rounds?
Guys,
Took a
I'm
while.
37 years old now.
Bonus, before we exit initiative, bonus action, can I second wind?
Yeah, absolutely. All right. You've defeated the gargoyles.
Actually, I'm gonna take one of my healing potions while we're here and
Okay.
chilling.
Schmeal.
What is it? 4d4 plus 4.
You could take a short rest here if you'd like.
Healing and schmeal.
Let's take a short
Let's
rest
do that
here.
then.
I'd like to look more at this smut. Also, Enid, imitation is the greatest compliment, and I must say I love your new color.
Well,
People will think we're related now.
Enid, green's my favorite color.
All right, everyone spend your hit dice if you'd like.
You cannot please everyone.
As you get back to the tentacle smut of flump mating rituals, you open the book to realize it was a fake cover, in fact, and you find a much more powerful book inlaid with jewels made of dragon leather. And you open it inside, and it is a tome containing several spell scrolls. Get ready. Arcane Lock.
Okay.
Y'all decide who wants them. Burning Hands.
Can anyone cast spell scrolls?
No, it has to be in your list. So really, it's the two of you.
Yeah.
Arcane Lock, Burning Hands, Comprehend Languages, Counterspell, Dark Vision, Dimension Door, Find Familiar, Levitate, Sending, and Unseen Servant. These are all one use.
Alright, I'm gonna have to sift through what I can do here.
I think I can do all of those.
I think I might actually have a couple of those. I think comprehend languages might be the only one.
Yeah, might be.
I can do...
Sorcerers get burning hands.
Definitely get Burning Hands.
Yeah, I definitely can't do that. I know that I can do... No, actually I can't. Yeah, I actually don't know that I can do any of these.
Okay. Well, I guess you just got a bunch of single-use spells there, Lid.
Yeah, I can't be... Sending I might be able to do, but...
Can I see
And comprehend languages.
Can I
But,
see your list that you just written
Yeah.
down on?
sorry, I shortened
Here, would it be easier if I just texted
Yeah.
this to you right now?
It would be, if you wouldn't mind.
That was quite an unfortunate fight. Those little things are so hard to find purchase on.
I know.
Yep, old gargoyles. That's why I had to get into the old noggin.
They're like jellyfish. They never seem to go away. They're just there, and no matter how hard you hit them, they just float. I do not like them. I would not like to see those again.
I would have a lot of gargoyles if we could.
You would. They are obnoxious. You like to annoy people sometimes.
Sometimes I do. That's right.
All right.
For good measure, so.
Oh, yeah.
Where to, gang? Having just defeated the gargoyles and raided the library. Back up to the landing.
Back on up.
Yep.
And past the landing on up. Okay. Help me clear this, please. This needs to come up.
Oh, Enid, let me grab that unseen servant from you. Just that one.
My pleasure.
It's the only one I know.
We will need to reposition the battle cam.
I'll just move it out the way here for a second.
That mimic.
This table is so cute.
Isn't
Pass
it?
that to me. I'll take care
I'll
of it.
just lay it over here. I got it. Thanks, though.
I'm a
Fine then.
table.
And I think we're here, if I can remember this crazy map, right?
That looks relatively correct.
Oh, we're at the end.
Let me double check.
And
think
here's
this map-
Manshoon.
map is nuts.
Are we gonna get through all of this tonight?
Red? What kind of question is that?
I don't know.
I think this is going to be a two-parter.
Look, maybe for quitters.
Well, we just spent 2 hours fighting 2 gargoyles.
What's
I have
wrong
to
with that?
recast Hunter's Mark now because we spent forever doing that.
Oh, Shano, thank you! Shano with the assist. We've got 3 assists now. Can you guys fix the battle cam for me, please?
Fix it.
As you arrive on this second, third level.
Second to third level. It's like your 11th first, but
Yeah, I think we got a fun angle here.
Now, I will say, the only way to get into this area is from downstairs. There was a room with stairs. If you guys want to explore that, we can. It's pretty sweet. I'll just tell you that out of character because the map is hard to follow.
Sorry, so
You know what?
Where
I'm
were
making a
those?
DM prerogative because this map sucks. There's now a door right here. Boom.
okay.
There we go.
How
I was about to ask, where
No
were those
offense,
stairs?
I love dice and logos. I hate this map. Kolat Towers map is one of the worst maps I've ever seen. The drawing's great. The layout is like, I had to have like a PhD in spatial awareness or something. It was awful.
Which room was the original staircase in? Because I don't quite remember that one.
Kitchen?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. I don't know. Whatever.
Okay,
There's a doorway
so
to
we
that
came
now.
up here. Yep, we should definitely go through this door. I don't remember why, but we should absolutely do
Oh,
it.
well, let me explain what you see in this room.
Okay.
It is a smashed up laboratory. There are shattered beakers and graduated cylinders that have been smashed all over the place. It's also covered in cobwebs and dust. Looks like this has not been currently used or even bothered to be cleaned by the Black Network, but was perhaps even predating them.
Any liquids and vials that look like they're complete or still in there?
Not in this one, unfortunately. It looks like it's been picked completely clean. There's not even utensils or tools.
Gotcha.
The only things left are broken or shattered.
This looks like Nami came through after someone did not do their deck work. Let's see, ship. She does not like it when you don't hold up your end of steel.
Especially because that means I have to do the work.
True enough. True enough. Well, going through this door. Yeah.
See?
I heard
Yeah.
that. We should.
See, I saw that and I was like, there's almost no way to know. And then if you miss it, there's no other way to get there. It's just a weird layout. It needed a door right here. It needed a DM door that appeared out of magic.
Thank the gods there's a door right here. Because I honestly can't remember the other way to get to this place.
All right. You all enter, in fact, a thug. It's like a barracks. There are 4 beds in here, each with a chest at the end. And you can see 3 individuals now sitting around. They're sitting on beds. One of them's sharpening a knife. The other one is reading a book, and it looks like tawdry jokes and like when you all come in. The other one is laid back, fingers threaded behind her head. And they all kind of look up at you, and they see you, and they're like, "Oh, look, we was
Yeah, that's right. Button up, lads. Button up.
need us for something. Say, is lunch ready yet? We smelled it, but
It spilled all over the damn kitchen because of them fools downstairs getting all wild at their chess games and their card games and whatever other
it
games.
took me
they
for
play.
everything I had in that damn 3-dragon ante the other day."
Yeah, well, they also just took you for lunch.
Oh. All right, well, guess I'll go to my rations I've got stashed in here. All right, hey, who's your guests?
I'll look around. They got invitations. See the boss. First, taking them around a bit. Could be for recruitment.
Well, if you're going to the boss for recruitment, they must be important indeed, so we'll let you get back to it, sir.
Yep, y'all carry on, and we'll just try to go through that door.
All right. You, in fact, have no problem going right on through this door. In this room, you do see stairs leading back
That's not us.
downstairs. I don't care.
We've turned into highwaymen and thugs.
You've all assumed. In this room, you see a staff display. You see 6 staves on the walls. You see a twisted birch branch, a sturdy oak dowel, a glittering haft of stone, a steel pole carved with blue runes, and a dimpled copper staff topped with a copper crescent moon, and a blown glass cane capped with a black marble orb. They're just hanging on the walls.
I'm gonna go and start touching them.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I like these a lot.
They're just nice staves.
Well, Enid has a thing for staves, so.
You can have one.
So one was like crystal with a black stone on the top.
Blown glass cane capped with a black marble orb.
Thank you.
I want the one with a glittering stone.
Okay, you got it's a glitter, it's the whole staff is stone, and it's like a glittering, it's like a marble with like a glittery effect in it.
So perfectly Enid's staff.
There you go, and it's got a glittering stone staff.
I love it.
Staves and capes, call me the open lord of Waterdeep.
You've got a blown glass cane capped with a black marble orb. Will there be anything else?
Stave.
Do
Stave.
you? I think I will take one for posterity's sake.
What's
Does one
left then at that
Yeah.
point?
Does one look like driftwood?
Well, there's a twisted birch branch.
Yeah, close
It's
enough.
fairly natural.
What's the one that had blue?
A steel pole carved with blue runes down it. You all just like,
Yep.
cool. Gotta put it in your pack a little
Yeah.
bit. Okay. There's one more door.
Okay, we'll go through it.
Oh. Manshoon!
You open this room,
Manshoon!
and
Manshoon.
I kid you not, you see a gargoyle
Oh, Jesus.
in a cage. And its face looks somewhat humanoid. More humanoid than the others. Almost feminine. And when you come in, it sort of kind of stands up and blinks and looks at you all. It's got these blue eyes. And it grabs the iron bars, kind of pushes its face to it. And it says, "If you be good, let us rid these towers of evil stench. If you be evil, open the door so we may battle, and my eternal boredom can come to an end." It kind of pushes back.
If you be what?
I think it's saying, if we are evil, it will fight us. And if we are not, it will go fight other things. Am I correct?
It was a bit cryptic, but that's what I gathered from it as well.
Have people forgotten how to speak in the last 13 years?
I'm not
It
from
paces. Wings kind of hitting the iron.
How do we know you're not lying?
You can kill me if you'd like. My name's Lady Gondofrey. I was a paladin of Tyr. Until 13 years ago, I suspected Manshoon was here, and for snooping around, he turned me into a gargoyle. Here I have rotted. Stone form. For 13 years.
Well, I don't actually look like this. We're here to kill Manshoon, and we've got a weapon to do it.
She turns and is like, "It would be my pleasure to serve you. I would help you. I would help you in your quest and ask nothing in return but to be set free."
I kinda like her a little bit.
I do too. The element of surprise will probably be gone with you, but we got one fighting with us. Tell me, was it a higher circle of magic that turned you, or do you think I could end the magic on you now?
I don't know much about arcane magic, but if it was Manshoon, I imagine it was a higher circle.
Indeed.
My thoughts have started giving way to those of stone. Slow. It's been difficult to keep myself sharp. Set me free and let me smite evil once again.
Well, I'm for it.
One more can't hurt. And if she turns on us, we just fight again, as usual.
We were sneaking our way to Manshoon as he's the main target, but we'll free you. We're here. We got the same goal.
My name is Gond, and before Tyr I will swear that I will serve you in vanquishing evil. What are your names so that I may know the names of my comrades?
Not me.
Nami.
Meg, I trust you in our agreement so much, I'll give you my real name. Vast Damikos.
Sounds infernal.
It is.
Allies by convenience, then.
So it would seem allies by contract, in fact. And we're doing the good work right now.
Fair enough.
I am Hydarian.
Hydarion.
I would be looking. Enid.
Enid. Then let this deed be done.
Let's do it. Nami, do you think you can open the lock?
Hydarian. It's so easy.
You, in fact, do it no problem. And she steps out, stands on her hind legs, and her wings stretch out to the full span. She's like, I haven't been out of that cage in 12 and a half years. Let us get to work. And that, friends, is why there's a printout of a gargoyle stat sheet. Who wants to control the gargoyle?
Not me.
I got it. Where you want it? Go for it, my
We can
dude.
share it between
Here you all go.
Shield Michael Shield.
You've got a gargoyle buddy.
Named Gong.
Gond.
Gond.
Gong.
Gond.
Cheech and Gong.
And with that, I think we'll take a quick break and come back for the next part.
Cool.
BRB. All right, we're back with another installment of Mac Lore 1997. I don't know why I picked that year.
Better name to be determined later.
Nope, that's the name.
Just
We're going with it.
Maclore 1997.
Yeah, I don't know why I picked that. Okay, so we have discussed Tiamat, the whole Tyranny of Dragons campaign. We're now going to talk about where we started streaming, which is the Curse of Strahd campaign. Now, it doesn't have a lot of wide-reaching impacts on the sort of main timeline, main lore of the Macgotten realms, largely because it took place over 2 weeks, and it takes place in a demi-plane. Right.
Some things are important that got out of it, though. And there are a couple. It's affected not only characters that have entered the realms, but some characters that are pre-existing, specifically Nithbis.
Right.
But why don't you talk about the
Sure.
setting for Barovian and the setup that we had?
Yeah. So we started in the town of Goldenleaf, which was Nithbis's sort of adventuring-centric town. We started with a group of characters and followed them for a couple of little adventures. Side note, in the world of Mac lore, they discovered a gentleman by the name of Asir Zazawala, which was Salos' brother, who was also dead and his soul was in hell. And that's what triggered the events that allowed what we call the OG characters, really the Rise of Tiamat characters, to enter hell and save. I love talking about this like so seriously.
No, I'm there.
We entered hell, and there was a dragon, 5 heads. So they discovered him. So that was kind of a main, if you will, in the overarching, story of ours that allowed them to go rescue.
Good tie-in where we found Asir and then delivered Asir to the original heroes.
Right. But then they got swept away by the mists and found themselves in Barovia. And you can largely watch everything that transpired in Barovia, starting about midway through the campaign, maybe more like a third in the campaign. Because that's when we started streaming, kind of just right in the middle of the campaign. So you can actually catch up on all of that. And I think it's okay to just spell out some of the things that happened at the end there that will have broader impacts later. So one of the things we did lore-wise, why don't you talk about some of the lore? Because I think that's up your alley.
Okay. You want the...
I don't want one position. I want all positions.
All the lores.
Yeah.
Going in, we had... I think it's important to talk about the characters going in, because they were deeply affected by the Macgotten realms. Driessa, who was Raven's character who did not make it out, was kidnapped by the Red Wizards of Thay as a child and experimented on, which will play very much into Strahd in a moment. We had Ava, who was a Kenku, who also did not make it. Bryce, who was a monster hunter, who also did not make it.
Sorry.
And then we also had my character Caecilius that I brought in. I wanted to set up post-War of the Dragons. He was a red dragonborn, but his family had made oaths to Behemoth to be a good paladin, but he was imprisoned.
Yeah, so I loved Caecilius. He was a complicated character because he wanted nothing more than to fight for Behemoth and fight for good, but instead, classic prejudices had him locked up during the War of Dragons because people were basically like, yeah, you're a red dragon and we're fighting, so nah, man, no. So he was denied sort of what he saw as his destiny. So a very conflicted, a character who really felt like he had failed sort of on his initial vision for his own life. So just a very conflicted character who teetered between good and evil kind of all through the campaign.
Ultimately, that was played upon by Strahd himself, of course, seeing some things similar in Caecilius as Strahd would have seen in himself.
Right.
Throughout this campaign, though, we lost many characters. We gained Wayland, who you will find, who is Coach's character.
Right.
A young lord who actually, to give you an honest tie-in, came from a realm that Steven and I played in with our buddy Jeff that was never streamed and was completely his home brew. So it's a bit of a tie-in to another thing for us. But so he came from one realm to Barovia, and he ended up making it through and is now in the Maggotten realms with a castle.
Yep, and in fact, we're getting ready to start the Mac Marches. This will be sort of his story of establishing a colony pretty far north to act as a buffer between kind of civilization and the uniting tribes of the north. Which, why don't we talk a little bit about what happened with Caecilius? I think it's okay to spell some of that out, although you can keep anything mum if you prefer.
I think it's okay. So Caecilius ultimately, there's a point in Barovia of the Amber Temple where some can seek dark gifts that will give you power, and at the same time they cost something. It's a bit of a curse or something. Caecilius accepted those gifts in order to defeat Strahd, and in his mind, the distrust from his comrades finally threw him over the edge, probably with a little bit of the push from the shadow gifts that he accepted, where he turned against the party and decided to take the power for himself.
Yep.
Ultimately, he stole the one weapon that could defeat Strahd, and they had to face down their former comrade, in which he killed Wayland.
Did kill Wayland.
And Wayland's beloved childhood horse.
Yep. That one got me a little bit. Osprey, R.I.P.
But ultimately, the party was able to defeat him. Driessa specifically, who they were the oldest friends at that point.
Yeah, so they did defeat him and thought that was resolved. But of course, as we got to the end of Strahd, which I hope you've seen by now, I certainly won't spoil anything or take away from anybody's glory, because there was a glorious final roll of the campaign there. There was a kind of stinger, right? A sort of after-credits scene that showed
The Mac Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, this is the Mac Cinematic Universe, where there was some amber sitting in the snow, presumably in the spine of the world of the Forgotten Realms, the Maggotten Realms, and a clear indication that Caecilius was there.
Accepting some undead powers to continue living, which I'm sure you could figure out. Steve did a wonderful thing in Strahd, though, that had to play into Asimar's and I think Strahd's motivations. That the way that the Asimars were used here, quite profanely, does play into kind of the continued lore, though, and I'll let Steve explain.
Yeah,
It's
so
genius.
so I was just trying to think. I like tying characters into the plot as much as possible, and I thought, man, I'm struggling to come up with something really interesting for Driessa, particularly where I wouldn't want a Deva to be able to reach her. I want them to feel alone. So I decided that she had in her backstory the Red Wizards of Thay had kidnapped a bunch of Asimar and were experimenting on them. So I just decided that experiment was they had figured out how to travel the plains much easier, right? Because that's normally a very difficult spell to cast, by basically brutally slaughtering Asimar. And so they were using them to traverse the plains. And so some Red Wizards had traveled to Barovia. Strahd caught them, tortured them, extracted that information, and was suddenly like, and one was delivered to me. So I changed his motivations from being a little bit kind of petty, I guess, to being pretty grand. He had designs on conquering realms and had chosen the Forgotten Realms based on these current heroes who were stymieing.
Yeah, just to be
Strahd.
Just to be Strahd.
And so he did kill Driessa, and they stopped him just as he was performing that ritual. But it's important to remember that Aasimar in our world now have been sort of usurped or kidnapped by the Red Wizards in such a profane way.
So Triessa did not make it out, but the rest managed to after defeating Strahd. They did meet a particularly famous wizard in Barovia that I won't spoil in case you want to watch it.
Yeah, go watch it.
But they've also had the help of this wizard that they've been able to call upon. But Wayland and Esme, Lydia's kind of war cleric, made it back out.
Yep.
Managed to tell the tale of what had happened to the heroes there, which has left one, there's rumblings at the spine of the world where Kothai is. Nithbis, though she's studying to defeat Tiamat, fully feels a bit of guilt over sending adventurers potentially out of their depth.
Yep.
And Esme and the uniting of the elves also helped, which we'll go through with Princes of the Apocalypse in the end.
Cool, I think that summarizes Strahd pretty well. I think we can talk about some of the other themes that will continue to kind of play into that, but those are kind of, in my opinion, the main takeaways that are things that get referenced.
It'll
a
be
lot in our
relevant.
games. Yeah. Alright, thanks.
Thanks.
Hey y'all, thank you for sticking it out with us for this episode. This is something we're trying out. We're going to have some video. Hello everyone and welcome back. Our heroes continue to ascend the main tower at Kolat Towers. Your DM failed and forgot to set up another giveaway. I'm so sorry. I'll give one away Tuesday night on Chronicles of Peril, and for all the upcoming Macolites shows as well. We'll get through these eventually. We have a lot more stuff to give away, but it does take me setting it up, and I completely whiffed on that, so my apologies. Thank you for being here still. Okay, you all now have this gargoyle. What are you going to do? The bits tally has gone up. I missed some. How many am I down, guys? Can someone let me know? Thanks, Wiley and Corey.
I'm going to be like, Lady Gond, I apologize ahead of time for the forbearance, but I don't know that we want to fight every single thing in here. We cut off the head of the snake and we'll be okay. Up to you. If you'd rather kill, that's fine.
Are there evil doers on the other side of that door? I've heard them snickering.
Probably.
They've tormented me. Open the door for me.
No problem.
She does the old, 3-point stance, open the door, and one of them's like, hey, blah, ah, ah! And she runs in the room. You hear, blood all over the walls, blood all over her stone. It's like, we can proceed.
By tears, justice.
Indeed.
That was something.
Alright, I think I've missed a couple of subs here. A couple of subs and a couple of bits that were way back, so I'm just going to give y'all 4 and guess that's about right.
Woo! Thanks, everybody.
Yes. Our bits number went up a good bit. And I missed it.
A good
Our
bit.
bits
A
number
good
went up a good bits.
Bit.
Bite.
Like the thing a horse bites on. Okay. You all get back to the laboratory.
The laboratory.
Continuing on up.
Go up these stairs.
How long have we been,
I think you're at about a half hour right now.
okay. Because
Hasn't
you
been that
last an
long.
hour, right?
For what?
Your,
Oh, no. Mine last for, I think, up until a long rest.
your,
My-
shadows
my
thing?
mantle,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I thought it was
I
an
can
hour
do
for
it
some reason.
once. Let me see. Oh, no, you're right. You're totally right. 1 hour. That is
you
what
in
I said.
marching order
I
right
can
there.
hold on to it until a long rest.
Hey, you're leading
Yes,
marching
I have
order?
30 more minutes, but I probably won't hold on to this face too much longer.
So cute, though.
I'm used to being taller, more
Can you
slender,
adjust the camera, please?
like a gazelle. Spelt.
Oh.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh.
What's that, man?
Huh? You come up the stairs and you hear chanting. You see 3 young wizards, each with their books in hands, and they're sort of chanting and summoning almost runes coming off of the page, and they're just Gandra Salastra. And you see this demon, big, gold bracers on its wrists, and it's standing limp. And coming from them, their books, tendrils of blue energy sort of into the thing. And they're just, Grasta Monra. They're all chanting in unison with each other as you come up. And one of them kind of shoots you a glance out of the corner of their eye. Doesn't break concentration. Whistler, you know that is a Barlgura. It is a demon of the abyss.
I don't think that I can get over the old Blood Wars, Blood Feud. I think it's kind of baked into the old DNA.
I think that Gond, behind you, is also not about to let this go. However, I'm going to give them a situational awareness roll or be surprised, because they see you coming up the stairs and think nothing of it. In fact, you can tell that they are not expecting a fight right now. So for each one of them, they, in fact, are all going to be surprised. You all may roll initiative, please. You guys, I'm just going to have... This is what I'm going to do for your ally. She's going to go on the bottom half of whoever of you got the lower initiative.
Got it.
So out of the three of you, she'll be third. Cool?
Sounds good to me.
Oh, yeah.
She'll be behind me.
I don't have to track her separate.
If that's the case, my dude, I'm just going to treat it like it's your familiar, basically. So you got control of it.
I see what you're doing.
Or mount or whatever, what have you.
Can you ride it?
I don't think so.
No, it's a little gargoyle. I'm
I didn't know how big it was.
Okay, here we go. Nami. They're actually pretty small. They're probably about this big.
27.
27? That laugh didn't convince me. Yep. Enid.
An 18.
18?
I was also an 18.
You can go first.
Okay.
Shit, y'all got nothing on a 7.
You're a 7 and?
What?
Not higher than you. Okay. Nami, it is your turn, in fact.
Okay, I'll stab at this thing.
Stay.
I'll stab at this thing.
Okay. You kind of have to leap a little ways to get up there. Well, I guess
Do I have
She's
to
just
leap
like
or
spider
can I
steps,
climb?
man.
you kind of grab the side and you can see this wizard sort of like turning to you like, you get to roll with advantage because it is surprised.
Oh shit.
Why do we get a surprise round?
Cool. Needed it. 12 plus 6?
That is absolutely a hit.
Coolies.
For an 18, yeah, that ain't nothing I can do about that.
10, 15, 14 total.
Awesome. You right into its spine, and it falls, and as it does, you see the blue tendril of light going from its book back into the book, and the book closes as this character dies.
And how high up is the ceiling?
It is 20 feet.
Okay, I want to get out of this thing's, grasp.
I mean, you won't get any further than here. You'll just
Like
move
up?
getting up the ceiling.
Yeah. Or should I just go back to where it was?
Wherever you want.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
As that one dies, you see the tendrils back into their books, and one of the wizards is like, "You fools!"
Do I get the sense that these are the apprentices?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
And the demon is just like, kind of looks around with wide eyes, pulls its arms up, clearly having been summoned, looks back to the two apprentice wizards, big, meaty hands on both of their heads.
Oh.
Really?
Really?
Okay.
Whistler, it's your turn.
Okay.
Here we go.
Both of their bodies just...
Alright, I am going to... I'm just going to use a bonus action to come out of my...
Okay.
Come out of my thing. And I am going to... What is the... Sorry, I guess there's nothing for it, but I'm going to start... doing dissonant whispers.
Nice.
Please roll a disadvantage for a wisdom save.
Can do. That is definitely a fail, sir.
Alright, my dude, I am doing that at 3rd level, my man. So, that's 3d6, and then for each level, so it's 2 more, so that's 5d6.
Seems good.
Yep. 12, 17. That's 18 psychic damage, and it must immediately move away from us. Oh shit, I thought we were more in...
It kind of is like beating against the wall. Cracks appearing in the wall.
Because it's the one that looks kind of like a gorilla.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep. In fact, you want to see a picture of it?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what it really looks like.
Oh. Hey there, buddy.
I don't like that.
Mm-mm.
Well, here we are.
And with that, Enid, you're up.
Okay, I would like to...
Grapple it.
Can I?
Give it a noogie.
Yeah.
Come on, big buddy.
Oh my god.
Stop
Okay.
hitting yourself.
I'm gonna try to cast a shatter.
Okay.
So he'll need to make me...
Cast a shat. You're gonna
Con?
take a shat.
Shat him.
Don't forget you guys have 6 divine pre-rolls.
I would like you to do it with disadvantage.
Thought you might.
Boy.
Thought you might.
Home.
That was
Failed.
That was
the one. It failed.
Failed. I saw it.
Dang.
Dang. Alright, so 3d8. Man, if I don't have to roll anything,
I
it's
love
fine.
divine pre-wrap.
It's fine.
Breathing hard.
That's not good.
7, 4, and 2.
13.
Thanks. What are you, like a human calculator?
Yeah. What are you, able to do quick arithmetic? You cast it, and I mean, just... boom! The whole tower shakes with the sound.
Would you like me to...
Absolutely, I would. I forgot about that. Oh no, I closed it. You roll it while I pull it back up.
Okay.
Yeah, I always will take you up on that.
Sounds good.
Oh, please be the fireball, y'all. Please be the fireball. TPK right here.
Oh my god, what if I turn into a potted plant and the orchid falls? Okay, so I rolled...
Everything you're holding drops.
What is it? Oh, one.
12.
So it's a 12.
Oh my god, that's so awesome. Roll a d10.
I got a 7.
Okay. How tall do you think Enid is right now?
Like my height, like 5'3".
5'3"? Okay. You're now 4'6".
You're blue permanently, and you're
literally a Smurf! Enid has turned into a Smurf, everyone. Papa Smurf, is that you?
Nice.
God, wild magic. It's so stupid.
Does it say permanent?
Oh yeah. Permanent.
What if you keep getting that and you continue, and you just randomly continued to shrink?
At what point do you become a small creature?
At what point-
What are halfling? What's the tallest a halfling?
I think only like
it's
3
3
feet.
feet.
Yeah, okay. You'd have to shrink a little more.
Oh
But
my
you could,
God.
like, call up Waterdeep Records or, like, you know, Sword Coast World Records, smallest elf in history.
One more shrinkage, and you're small.
Am I, can I use remove curse for that too?
It doesn't say. All the other ones say, like, a remove curse can end this. I think that's your
Mordekainen's
new...
Believe It or Not.
The other ones specifically say they can, so no. You are now 4'6".
And blue.
4'6".
How,
You're up.
how tall is Isabel?
Probably like 3.
Okay, so like
something.
high, like taller than her.
She's probably 3 foot something.
Okay.
Do you remember Kate?
Patrick's girlfriend?
She was 4'10". So you're shorter than Kate.
Jesus. Okay,
Alright, go
I'll
ahead.
take it. It's fine.
How much movement is it going to take to get over to that
whoa,
dude?
hey, hold up.
What? Yeah, Hydarian. That's what I said.
Never be.
Like I said, Hydarian.
Yeah, Raven was trying to skip me. It wasn't you,
Yeah,
totally.
sure.
This dude is like still like punching the walls and trying to get out.
Me when I haven't had sugar.
Man, I don't know why that's just the funniest image of this thing just punching the walls. Like some angry teenager.
No, a real dad.
We can't let that out in this city. We will transfer Hunter's Mark to it.
Done.
And then we will run up behind it, trident in hand, and roll with divine, because we need it. We need this too. What does a 16 get me?
16 gets you a hit.
Good. Alright, and then first one, let's see, so 6, 7 plus 5, so 12.
Okay. And that is not a magic weapon, right?
No,
Well,
it's just not.
He doesn't have that, so never mind.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool.
And then second attack, that's not it.
Right, not my dude.
Well, here we go.
Is it the gargoyle's turn?
It is the gargoyle's turn.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
has a fly speed of 60 feet, too.
Cool, so she's gonna, like, kind of fly up a little bit above head level, but not, like, over his head.
Cool.
And she's gonna attack.
Someone could stand under her.
Yeah. Bite, plus 4, 9 plus 4, and then plus 4 again for claws.
Got it.
15.
Cool, that's a d6 plus 2 slashing damage, so 4 damage.
You're just digging into this thing. Fur, like tufts of fur coming off, blood all running down its back. Not me. So what are you doing? You shooting at it?
I'm gonna run
You gonna
up.
run up 5, 10, 15, 20. That is a hit.
Yeah, there it is.
Whew, needed that.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Nice.
It's almost.
Nice.
And then, I'm running back.
Yep, no problem. Cool. Alright, on its turn, it stops, turns, looks at you, Hydarion, raises a fist,
Oh, not this again.
tries to punch down on you, looks like it is berserk.
Oh no.
Roll with disadvantage.
Yeah.
It's
already going out.
Go for it. No, you're good.
Either way,
And they
he did get you.
Called
Yep.
it the tumbling dice.
Listen to that on the way over.
Take 11 points of damage.
Yeah. That's...
Pummels you with one fist.
as
raises
a
the other
reaction,
fist.
it is blinded.
Yeah, it hits you. You raise your shield and ink just into its face. The old squid shield. And it's like swings another fist at you, and it is rolling normal.
Disadvantage this time.
Disadvantage. This is thanks to the divine pre-roll.
Don't you
and
get
then
2 attacks?
I did mine.
He did both.
I missed my second one.
It smashes the ground. You feel the ground cracking around you, and then opens its mouth with these huge tusks. And it comes down and tries to snap where you're at.
Oh, this is fine.
Rolling normal.
Yeah, for now.
Okay. That'll get you.
Fuck. Alright. Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
15 points of damage, my dude. It just. And can you please make a strength saving throw for me?
I don't trust any of you fuckers anymore.
He shouldn't.
Not at all. 11.
It bites you, kind of slings you. You fly back 10 feet and hit the ground.
Good.
No extra damage from that. Whistler, it is your turn. This thing is now just snotting and like saliva's just dripping off, and now Hydarion's blood, and it's like beating the ground, like wiping and clawing at its eyes.
Okay, I actually think so. I'm going to start waving the pennant for my
Nice.
action, but I actually think he'll almost lose focus. And he'll be like, "Rally, everyone, beat them back, win the blood war, exile them from the hells."
The gargoyle's looking back at you like, huh?
So,
I was like, what?
all right. Well, my 3 regular homies, you are all inspired, and then I will do a second
Little
level
bardic
healing word on my sweet baby boy Heidi. You get 8 hit points back.
Thanks, Daddy Whistler.
Nice. Everyone's inspired with a +1 inspiration.
I was hoping I could get Lady Gond in there too,
Yeah.
but
Pretty good.
I'm good.
I'm glad you used that. It seems like it could work pretty good.
I'm
Enid.
about it.
Your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna hit him with a firebolt and use my thingy.
Tides of Chaos.
That's the one.
Yep.
Yay!
That is, in fact, a hit.
Wonderful. God, I forgot what it felt like to be good at something.
It's so depressing.
Dark there.
but that's a 7
7.
over here.
Yeah.
So that's a 9.
Okay. It seems like the fire hits it and should catch its fur more.
Yeah, but it
kinda
doesn't, does it?
smolders. No, it really
Yeah,
doesn't.
just
Tickled your
Yeah, it actually
nipple.
really doesn't. Heidi.
So half our movement to stand up,
Yeah.
10 feet away, right?
Yes, sir.
Bonus action to drink a healing potion. 44 plus 4, right?
3d3d3.
44, 44, 4.
Alright, so
Also,
5,
puts a slime down your whistle.
5,
What's that like brown die? You can't even read that.
That doesn't look like a die.
That's
5, 5,
That's an
4,
actual
so
Caltrop.
24.
There's no numbers there.
20. No, 14.
Yeah,
I
so
can
you
count.
can't
I was
even
like-
read it.
I just can't do basic math.
I was like, damn, I didn't even know it could heal that much.
Alright,
That's
close.
100.
Yeah. And then, yeah, we'll just, do our normal. We'll run under her and keep it right
He
there.
is actually blinded, so you get advantage on the attack.
Thank fucking God. We're gonna come in attack number 1.
A hit.
And then I'll just roll in attack number 2 real quick.
A hit.
Cool.
Calculating. A hit.
Thank you, sir. So for both attacks, that was 6, 12. 12 plus 9 is 21, plus 10, 31 damage over both
My
attacks.
dude, it's like, and you run up, having just gotten the snot kicked out of you. You take your trident and just kind of over and over, raking, twisting as it stabs in, and finally it's just like, it falls backwards and hits the ground. It slumps down to the ground, and as it does, its body begins burning away. These ashes and cinders kind of float up until nothing is left but the 2 bracers around its wrists hit the ground, and they sort of and as they do, you see them shrink.
2 rings?
They're not rings, they're bracers.
But do those other little guys?
They
Yeah.
do. You find the remaining rings.
I think Hadarian would pick up the bracers at the very least.
They definitely feel warm to the touch. See, they're made of nice gold.
I'll take these.
Certainly appear magical.
Yeah, he'll look at them. I don't think he'd quite understand what they do
They probably
if they do
weigh more
anything
than
now,
Ian does
but
now.
he'd throw them in his pack for later.
Okay.
Upon survival.
As it's smoldering, I'd spit on it.
It was like a shadow burned into the stone where it died.
I hate demons.
Serenat's very gentle.
Enid. Oh my god, your shoulder.
Enid, you were already short. You did not need to get any shorter.
I didn't mean to.
Oh. Well,
You're short, you're blue, and you're absolutely adorable.
Nami is short and blue.
She's
You're
not
not
that
short.
short. She's tall.
Well, everybody is short to me, but...
Oh, yes.
Coach, I am remiss. We always tell magic item stats. Those are the bracers of the Barlgura. They give you +2 strength and give you the berserk ability the barbarians have.
Oh.
Attack with advantage, but then get attacked with disadvantage.
Oh, like
Yeah,
the,
what? Like the
like
rage?
the-
Yeah.
like the attack.
Not
like,
the rage,
Oh,
but the
attack
the,
recklessly?
It's called
reckless. Yeah, that's. I couldn't think of what it was.
Oh, shit.
Reckless
Alright.
attack.
That's pretty fucking dope.
Alright. That's a
You can
thing.
put them on.
I still don't think Hadarian knows him just yet, but I think he might put him on a little bit, maybe.
Cool. Okay.
I think he's more concerned about finding a ring.
You found them.
They're all there.
okay, yeah.
All three.
I think he'd put them on.
All right. You put them on, and they conform to your wrist. Slightly tight, but not too tight.
Hold on here. Let me
Still got to attune to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Later.
I'll make the stat and beyond.
Gotcha.
Because you'll have to attune to them. There you go. All right. You see double doors that you, from looking outside, assume leads to that smaller tower.
Okay. We've got the rings. The teleportation circle should be here.
There's also stairs leading up.
Oh, sorry.
Um,
So there's both.
Should we check up first?
Yes, let's do that. We'll check up first.
Okay. You go upstairs, and that's this spot here. Now that the olden time Barrelgura is dead.
Son of a bitch.
Oh my god, you're gonna have to repaint my Enid mini.
I'm not doing that. Just so you know.
You'll also just make a new one and shrink it.
Oh, shrinky dink it.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Poor Enid.
You come up here, and it looks like this looks like a workshop. There's some tables and shelves along the back where you can see clay, stone, bone, kind of all piled up. You also see metal littering the floor. Bits of metal all over the place. And when you step on the floor, it shifts slightly. And it's made of wood. And you look when that happens, and you can see that it is not in fact attached to the wall. But you see two clamps on either side that seem to be holding the floor in place. But it's sort of like...
Like a trampoline?
No, I mean, it's still wood. It's more just
It's
like...
on a swivel.
It's not even... It doesn't even seem to be moving. It's just that it's clamped by these clamps. And so the weight is from the clamps. Like, that's the fulcrum, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Makes sense?
So
They're holding
it's
in
holding
place.
it here, and like when we're on one side or another,
Yeah,
it
just
kind of
the weight is kind of
it's
pushing
kinda
it. And you can
shifts.
see there's a gap between the floor and the wall. Like an inch gap.
I'm very glad we did not design any Sing and See tavern like this.
What is that, dude?
I'm glad you ask. There is a suit of armor, and it is standing there.
Oh.
And as you step on the floor, bits of metal attach to it, and a light ignites inside the helmet, and it perks up and looks at you all. And it raises its spear. It looks like it's going to attack you, but you're not positive.
Glad we came up here.
It stares at you all for a moment, then it takes a step. I'll do anything?
It takes a step toward us, or it takes a step diagonally?
Right where I showed it. Took a step diagonally.
Is he going towards the stairs?
No? Stairs entrance is right here.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to move back onto the stair, but not go down, necessarily.
Okay, you step back onto the stairs.
I mean, I'll just try to be like, stand down, soldier.
Nothing happens. What do you guys do? Nami?
I'll take Whistler's lead and kind of inch back a little.
Inch backwards.
The stairs are stone, right? They're attached to the wall
Stairs
and
are
everything,
stone.
right? Okay.
Steps right there.
As long as Enid is there, Hydarian's going to stand between her and the.
Enid, Hydarian, what are you doing? You got 1 second to decide.
I'm just standing.
Okay. It walks here and reaches down and grabs this clamp, lifts it. You're and the floor falls. The two of you need to make me acrobatic saves.
Huh, alrighty. Fucking. I'm gonna do one with
Also the gargoyle.
saves we can do with
Gargoyle
advantage,
can fly,
right?
though, right?
Gargoyle,
It could just...
yeah, gargoyle's nope.
We can use
Yes.
advantage with
Yes,
this.
you can.
Or am I doing what kind of check now?
Acrobatics.
Check. Actually, you know what? Let's make it a dex save. That makes much more sense. Dex save.
Can I do it with advantage?
Yeah, please.
11 plus 5, 16.
17. 17.
What'd you get?
16.
Okay, you both pass, and you take 9 damage each. As the floor drops 30 feet, and the armor turns to you all now and adopts a battle stance. You're now back here with the floor having fallen on this.
The armor's with them, though.
The armor is with
Y'all
them.
are
So the
up
two
on
of you are now 30 feet up on a staircase. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
The floor has fallen through.
They are
down
here.
there. Yeah, you're
It
both
is with
prone.
them.
Yep.
We're here. I'm just gonna put this flying.
Yeah.
Over here.
She's flying.
Somewhere.
You can make it down. Let's roll initiative, y'all. Last fight.
Oh, shit, you killed my gargoyle.
Last fight, I promise. Oh, well, it didn't roll so hot. Here we go. Name.
27.
Good Lord Almighty.
That's what happens when she rolls a 19.
Enid.
14.
16.
I love having high initiative. That character I play on Tuesdays has a plus 12 now to initiative.
Dirty 20.
All right. Lady Gone's mine this time.
Okay. Nami, you were first as you watch the floor, and I mean, it happens fast. The floor hits, and wood just shatters and splinters everywhere as the two of them like hit the ground. The armor didn't even react and raises its shield and spear.
It's 30 feet back down the stairs.
Yep.
Or the wall.
Or you could climb right. There's now like the stairs essentially have a wall.
And
that
this
they're built
thing
on.
is right here.
Yes, it is.
At the
And if
bottom
I
of the
went
stairs.
straight down, I'd basically be right here.
You'd be right
this.
there. Yeah, you'd be right there.
Oh, okay. If I just
move
went
down.
straight down,
Straight
like
down the stairs.
not straight down the stairs, but just straight down the wall.
If you go straight down, you'll be here. If you go down the stairs, you'll be here.
Okay. And that'd be my 30 feet of movement.
Yes.
These things are important, you know.
I do know.
Okay, so I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna try and freaking attack. 9 plus 6.
That is not a hit.
Does the plus 1 already included in
Yeah,
my 2 hit
yes.
plus 6? Don't I have an inspiration?
You have a
Yeah,
bardic.
you got a bardic, and it's +1 on that.
What'd you get? I can't see.
That's gonna be with the plus 1, 6. 9 plus 6 plus 6. That's
Oh,
gotta hit.
That's a hit. Totally.
That's gotta hit. If not, what am I doing here?
If it doesn't hit, you're in a bad fight.
That's a D8, yeah. Okay, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right? Plus 6 is
17.
17.
Solid hit.
And then
God, Michael.
back up.
Climb up. Okay, Hydarion.
Alright, half move to stand up. 5, 10, 15. That's unfortunate. Bonus action to throw Hunter's Mark. It's probably the last combat it gets.
I think that's reasonable. Yep.
I'll throw Hunter's Mark on it, and my move speed is 30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 30
15
walking.
left.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we'll go here. You'll take dodge action.
Okay.
Or, no, we'll hold action until it's adjacent to us.
Jason, you'll attack. Weasler.
So if I go down these stairs, it's still open, though, down there.
Yeah,
Like, there's
you
no
can
levels.
see. Yeah, you can now see what's down there.
Alright, so I'll move down 15 feet.
Which will
So,
put you about here. About here.
I'm
Yeah, we'll call
Up.
it there. Yeah, sure.
okay. Alright, I will try to stop that attack, Mike. You're rusting, and soon you'll all be rust. Nothing behind that armor. Please make a wisdom saving throw.
I will not because it is immune to psychic damage.
Son of...
It's just... Although I guess it might still take the... No, it has to take damage to get the disadvantage, right?
it's never come up, so let's just look it up
All right.
real quick.
I'll move on, but
I'm gonna...
I'll take over Lady Gond while you're...
yeah, go ahead. Lady Gond is up.
Lady
Wisdom
Gond.
saving throw would take psychic and have disadvantage on the next attack roll it
that
makes.
seems reasonable. You can still give it disadvantage then. But
I made it.
it just doesn't even react. No, there's no intellect behind it.
Alright, Lady Gond will swoop down and try to bite it.
Oh! A Gandhi crit!
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't.
Definitely not a Gandhi.
So 5.
Well-
Gandhi's nuking you, so I think it stands. 9 damage.
9 damage, yeah, and then it will try to claw.
That's true.
Also
Ooh.
hit
Wow.
Lady Gond.
Lady
for
God
3
the
more
win.
damage.
Y'all needed someone to, carry you in the next gargoyle fight.
Yeah, with some bites and claws.
Enid, it is
Bites
your
and
turn.
claws.
I believe you have used your Tides of Chaos. Right? Or no, you have not. Okay. Well, you're up.
Okay.
Well, you're down, but you can stand up.
Where's the suit of armor? He's across the room.
He's right there.
Is he wearing metal armor?
He absolutely is
Just
wearing
kidding.
metal
I'm
armor.
not gonna go touch him. What, Hydarian?
Don't touch.
I'm gonna shoot him with firebolt.
Got it.
Your logical processes.
You do have a bardic.
Sorry, what's the advantage for? Oh, you're spending Tides of Chaos, of course.
7 is
roll
that
a 7.
7 plus a 6 is a
It's a 13.
okay, and then my bardic's an 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
+1.
Yep. So another 6.
That is a hit. Bardic Inspiration, twice now.
The rallying
that
flag of the
flag.
mountain, son.
That's a really cool thing.
That's cool, isn't
I
it?
really like it.
Okay, so an 8 and a 7.
It's turning like it's looking for someone, and you blast right into its skull. The helmet goes, hits the wall behind it, and the rest of the armor just collapses.
That's easy.
Falls to the ground. It is defeated.
Oh.
Oh, can you slide the camera forward? Although that fight was over.
Oh, sorry. I
And in
was
fact, all the fights are over.
Oh, good.
You walk into the smaller tower. The summoning circle.
Gotcha.
Is clearly evident there. Around it, you can see candles that have burned down. Radiant runes glow in the ground. And you also see 6 treasure chests laid around the room. They each look different. One has the image of an anvil carved on its lid. One has iron bands and seems to be painted, although the paint has mostly faded. It seems to have been colorful at one time, although it's pretty much just the wood now. Sort of like the paint is peeled off. One is about an inch off the ground, and it sits on tiny little clawed feet, kind of like a clawed tub. One has a flat lid with a city scene painted on it that's also chipping. And the other is inlaid with silver and topped with a silver statuette of a rearing hippogriff. Those are the 5 chests.
Did you say there were 6
I
chests?
said there were 6, but I meant
Okay.
5. So
Alright.
I was
My
just
bad.
hoping nobody would catch
I'm
it.
sorry. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, there's 5. There's 5, not 6.
Okay.
Actually, there is a 6th, and it looks just like the mimic. There's no mimics, I promise. So who touches which chest?
I'll touch the multicolored chest.
I'll touch the hippogriff chest.
Okay. Alright. You touch the multicolored one, and there is a set of painter's supplies, including a magical paintbrush that gives you advantage on any rolling painter supply to paint something. Paintbrush of inspiration.
And, I can at least talk it. Does anybody here paint?
There's also some pots of paint, blue, red, yellow.
Well, your primary colors.
That's all you need.
Okay. And she touched the hippogriff.
Okay. The hippogriff one, in fact, is a little better. You open it up, and you find a wooden rack, and you see 8 glass vials in them. 6 of them are greater healing potions, and 2 of them are doses of essence of ether, which is a breathed-in poison that will poison someone for 24 hours if they fail a DC 15 poison check. Con save.
And then there's 6 greater healing.
4 and 2.
Oh.
What were the other chests?
There was the clawed bathtub one, there was the paint fade one, and there was the one with...
Well, you open the paint fade one. There's an
so-
anvil one.
Yeah.
Tiny clawed feet, flat lid with a city scene painted on it.
Clawed feet.
Clawed feet, you find 6 blank spell books with leather covers. While those aren't individually all that powerful, they're worth 50 gold pieces each. Spell books have a very specific way of being crafted, so you can sell those for 300 gold. You can just convert it to 300 gold if you want.
I think he'd open the anvil one.
Okay, the anvil one has a set of smith's tools that appear dwarvish in nature. They will also give you advantage on any smith check.
Give those to
minor magic.
give
all
those
right?
to Embrick.
Isn't there a last one?
There is, and it has a city scene painted on the lid.
Let's open it together.
Everybody,
At the same time.
put your hand in.
One,
Your hands are so
two,
slight and
three.
tiny now.
And bright blue. Your hands looks closer to Nami's.
You find a small dwarvish book, and it's called Conversational Dwarvish. You can use it, even if you don't speak Dwarvish, to have a rudimentary conversation with a dwarf.
I can't wait to talk to Brick Valley.
In Dwarvish.
There you go.
Not like
You've
we've been
got
talking
Conversational Dwarvish.
We are going to split that gold once we sell it, correct, Nami?
Are we gonna split all the other gifts we just got?
Yes, by all means, use those spell scrolls at your leisure.
to her. You could paint Enid back to her original color.
I could.
The spell scrolls that I can't use.
Keep your 300 gold then.
And finally, you all step onto the teleportation circle. And when you do, a black staff emerges out of the center. And an orb on it. And it looks like one of those orbs you put your hand on and the lightning is like connecting to your fingers. Right over there, Maisie. Some weird noises. What do you all do?
I think take equal positions around the circle.
Should be
Rings
touching.
out.
Oh yes.
Oh man, like Captain Planet.
Once the rings clink against the glass, bolts of electricity connect to them. There's a flash. And then you recover. You're standing in a room. Behind you, the three walls are made of glass. If you were in this room, it would be this wall and this wall. Made of thick, transparent glass. And you turn, and beyond is a vast nothingness. Empty black, as far as the eye can see, and you can get some gauge of distance because there is, in fact, a very thin purple haze just sort of roiling out there, and you can see it disappear off in the light that's given off from this room. There are two sconces with continual flame being cast. As you look to your left, you can see through the haze stonework. And the stone on the outside looks much like the stone on the one wall here that is solid. It glows with a faint blue hue to it. And each brick looks individually perfect. As you look across, first of all, there is a metal door in front of you, set into the stone. As you look across, you see a window set into that other wall. And looking on the other side, you see a human woman wearing black robes. Her head is shaved completely bald and covered with grotesque scars. All over the top and sides of her head, just grotesque scars.
Maybe.
Come on, let me get through this. You right there, girl? Yeah, okay. Doesn't do the trash again.
Oh my god, is she okay?
Alright, this is going well. Tremendous scars all over her head, and she's looking at you all, and she gives you kind of a wry smile. And you see her raise her hands, whisper something, and you hear a voice in the room. Your gracious host is on the way, and looks forward to meeting you. That's where we'll end tonight, everybody.
Tight.
You've made it to Manshoon's secret sanctum.
The old demi-plane.
We're gonna die.
The old demi-plane.
It's going down for
We got a
round
wither
three.
working, and he's got very powerful spells, and
Many
clearly a
copies of
wizard
himself.
with a bunch of scars on her head, which isn't menacing at all.
Yeah.
I think she
Yeah.
has scars on her.
And she's probably because she sounds like this.
I think
Oh
she's
my
had
God.
eyes all over her head that have been sewn shut, and those are the
I wonder-
scars.
Ew!
Oh, man.
That's a good one.
That kind of
That
creeped me
That's
out.
a gross one.
That's really freaked me out
That's not
forever.
it, but I'm gonna have nightmares now. So
Tight,
Like of
man.
all the people in this room,
Yeah.
sweet,
yeah, that
sweet baby coach.
That was strange.
Man, we've had too many eyeball tattoos in our head. Like, anybody's got something going on with their head, those were eyes at one point.
Oh man.
Ah,
Go sing Playing some grunge
That
songs,
tower
so I think better of you again.
seemed confusing from a setup level, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It made sense as we
I
got
cut
to it.
about 7 rooms total.
Wow. Okay.
It was rough. Took me all. I honestly spent all day like, this doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna cut that. It was rough. But I think
it was
what
good.
left
Yeah,
was cool.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, we
no.
killed a demon.
We did kill a demon.
Killed a
Got
demon.
wrecked too. That doesn't a whisper.
Not those
Wrecked.
gargoyles, though.
Not the
Didn't
gargoyles.
wreck those.
two gargoyles almost wrecked you. A demon, no problem. Alright, thanks everyone for joining us. We'll see you Tuesday for Chronicles Apparel, Wednesday for Macolites with Wiley, and we're going to go launch a raid on Welcome Party. They are doing a fundraiser stream right now, so thanks everyone for joining us. Adios!
Thanks, y'all.
Go raise some funds.